Going to get the link for the, never mind, I haven't. I need the, oh, well, yeah, I guess I don't have the link for our calendar.
Oh, here, I have it.
So I swore I bookmarked it, but I didn't.
Do I have it? Yeah, I do. There you go.
It would be the day after the funeral and all that. Yeah, let me get that.
50.
The 15th, is that what it is? Okay.
Yep. It's been a week.
Okay. It has. All right. So those who were involved, let's see, it's just been, yeah, the 3 who survived actually. You would have regained half of the hit die that you spent, or that you were down, which I think you guys didn't actually spend any, so that's not an issue. Looks like your tokens are all correct and all that. Let me be sure to bookmark this time. So it's the morning of the 15th. Kane, Meld, and Aranis, you would have heard, of course, talk on the street. General feeling is a lot of clucking tongues, and the villagers seem to be of the impression that they've seen this before. You know, adventurers come rolling into town, and they're riding high on killing bandits and beating up goblins and ransacking tombs, and then they go up against a snake cult and come back a little beaten up. Some of them stick around and settle down and become merchants and farmers. Others just move on until the next batch comes through. It's just the treadmill of adventuring, according to the villagers in town. Mortros, are you still staying at Mother Yolantha's?
No, she figures everyone knows her in town by now, so there's no real need to stay there and keep everything secret, so she'll be staying at the Swing Sword.
Private room or the common room?
Private room, which is how much?
2 gold.
Gotcha.
Okay, Anders, you still staying at Mother Yolantha's?
Yep, still hanging out.
Okay, 2 silver. Kane, are you, where are you staying? Swinging Sword?
Mother Yolantha's.
Oh. 2 silver. Lorelei, where are you staying?
The Swinging Sword.
Private room or common room?
Common.
1 gold. Aranis, where are you staying?
He has an agreement with the owner of the Swinging Sword to perform and stay there for free.
That's right, in the common room for now. Go ahead and make your performance for the night before then, and then see how well that's working out between you and Kalesa. That's pretty good. It's a little bit of a... The crowd seems a little wary. You being an elf, they're not too sure about elves around here. The most recent elf that they've interacted with, you are full elf, right? Not half elf?
Yes, full elf.
Yeah, so the last full elf who came through town was a horse thief, so they're a little leery still. Elves. But, yep, you got your free stay at the common room. Kalos is okay with it so far. And Meld, you have a... Yeah, you are able to find food, berries and stuff. You may have to range a little further out. And you're, of course, sleeping under a bush somewhere, right?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Who has something that they want to accomplish here in town?
I do.
I
But I can let other people go first. That's cool.
Go ahead, Anders. We'll start off there.
All right. First, I want to go check on the baby. Make sure it's all right. I'm gonna go find Lorelei and see if she wants to as well.
Okay.
Lorelai probably wouldn't want to go check on the baby and just say, "Give me an update."
All right. Then I will go check on the baby myself.
Where did you leave the baby?
Somebody took it from me.
When we went to the temple, they probably
Oh, yeah.
took the baby.
Okay,
It's all supposed to be had the baby.
that's true.
You still have the baby.
Damn.
I still have the baby.
The All Faith Shrine is a public service. It is not an orphanage.
I guess I am taking care of a child. That's all right.
Let's make a
Well.
roll here.
Let me. I don't know. I guess I'll have to talk to people in town and see what
1,
I
2,
can.
3, not it. I'm not changing no diapers. I am not carrying that thing.
It's also not spell components for Merkel, just saying.
Oh, geez. So much responsibility already.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Well, I think Anders has done adventuring for a while.
Sounds like you've got an NPC job and a family built in. So
Yep, there we go. All
Well
right. So,
what do you name your child?
Farfik
you
Jr.
know, there was this great paladin that I heard of named Felix Havernet. So I'm gonna name it Felix.
All right.
Havernet Alden.
Well, I guess we ought to roll for gender and see if
Yeah,
it's a boy
see if
Felix
it's
or a
girl.
girl
Yeah,
Felix.
let's do that first. No, let's
Oh.
do that before I name it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do we always do? One's a girl, two's a boy, because one is a failure, or how does that work? I'm just
Well,
kidding.
girls are always number one.
Oh, one's a
That's
girl.
the
All
other
right.
way to look at it.
Never
yeah.
mind. Okay. I don't know. Constance. I like
Alright.
it. Constance.
Yeah, she's constantly crying. You need to get something in that kid's mouth.
Shh, 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 shh. Okay. How am I gonna take care of this child? Is there a daycare? Can I just put it on somebody else during the day?
Both of the priests were of a mind that this is your problem. They're only here for 1 month. 1 month assignments for the priests. It's not like they could take care of it at any long-term capacity. It would not be a charge of the temple because, you know, priests cycle through every month. You really can't. They have no permanence
Right.
here.
May I suggest we talk to townsfolk, maybe the constable, let him know what happened?
That would be fantastic. I would love to do that. I will go try to find the constable. I have this child that has somehow stayed with me at Mother Yolanta's. That's not a place for a child. What am I doing? I'm a terrible father.
Yes, you are. Okay, so you're headed for the. You can control that baby now. By the way, that's your baby.
Oh, good.
Hopefully, it's swaddled, not just spraying
Yeah, I mean,
juices
yeah.
everywhere.
nope, it's swaddled.
Okay.
Know with what? I don't have anything extra, but I'm sure Mother Yolante may. Oh, can I talk to her? Maybe she'll help me out?
You go talk to Mother Yolantha?
You really want
Yeah.
to put that baby in her care at that establishment?
Yeah, why not?
She sees you come down, or down the stairs, and approach her with the baby in your arms, looking at her with intent. And she immediately slams the door to her room, and you hear a bolt being thrown. She says,
Never
"Take your
mind
problems
then.
somewhere else."
All right. Off to the constable.
All right. All right, so there he is. Let's cycle through to somebody else while you're traveling. 1 block down the street. Mortrose, you said you wanted to do something?
Well, still with grief in her heart from the previous day, she looks a bit more determined, and she wants to head to Valavo's Sundries, maybe get some special spell component.
Okay. While you're headed down the long road, right about here, you're just strolling along, and suddenly right behind your ear you hear and you turn, and there's a teenage boy hissing at your ear and a crowd of teenage boys behind him, and they all start laughing.
She'll
Kill him.
continue walking, pretty much used to it by now.
All right. You make it to Valavo's. Let's see if he has customers or not. Nope. It's just you. And he says, "How can I help you?"
Hello there. I'm looking for something rather expensive. It's something I need in order to help the town further. And she gives him a bit of a look. It's a diamond, very expensive.
Looking for a diamond, eh? Let's see if he has one. He says, "I don't currently have a diamond, but I can be on the lookout for one. I imagine I could procure one for you within a day or two. How much do you have to spend?"
Well, I believe I'm looking for one of the average price of 50 gold. However, I'm willing to spend a bit more if you can get it to me sooner rather than later.
He gives you a nod and he says, "Always in a hurry?" "Sure, I understand. I'll see what I can do." He says, "Well, you've seen at Valavo's. Everyone who's been there has seen. It's kind of a playground out in front of his house because he's got all the just junk and stuff. And the kids run errands for him as well. And that's, you guys find out that's kind of how he's got his feelers all over town. These kids overhear everything. So he says he'll send one of the kids out to find you if he's able to get the diamond you've asked for."
All right. I hope my reputation doesn't deter them. I might need it in order to, well, repay for yesterday.
He says, "Yes, I heard about that. It's bad business." You can tell he's not as warm as, if you've met him before, as he normally is. And he says, "I will make no mention of who the item is for, of course."
Thank you for your subtlety.
Okay. Kane, what are you looking to do today?
Alright, so when Kane woke up, he did some pyromancy or divination by sort of looking at fire, you know, seeing the shapes in it, and he determines he needs to go figure out what the Lance Rock symbol was. So he's going to go to a town guard and ask to be directed to a library or another scholarly institution.
Okay. Make your... That'd be kind of a streetwise, be charisma. You could use persuasion if you have that to kind of ask around.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, your response is, "Ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants." They turn their nose up. "Books. What are you gonna do with books?" Except start a fire, maybe. Fa.
Having struck out for today, Kane's gonna wander the streets looking for maybe some of his comrades. Anyone who knows what might be going on in terms of an adventure.
Sure. Yep, Aranus. What are you looking to accomplish today?
Uranus wants to go talk to the person who makes leather goods and see if he can get a set of studded leather.
Cool. You are looking for Vandra Chan-Cyril. She's at number 6, Chan-Cyril Fine Harness. Where is number 6? Is it covered up? I bet it's... Yep. Right next door. And Kaylessa will tell you where to go, of course.
Yeah. Figured she'd be a good one.
Okay. So you meet Fandra. She's in there up early, working, punching holes into some tacking for a tarp. That's what it is. She says, well, she's wearing carved and stamped leather armor of her own making as a sort of walking advertisement. She's got sharp knives, awls, and punches that she wears in custom sheaths on her belt and bandoliers strapped to her arms and legs. She kind of looks like an adventurer, but it's all for a trade, not weapons. She looks up and gives you a smile as you come in and asks how she can help you.
I could use a good set of studded leather armor. Seems to be kind of a dangerous area around here and could use some good protection.
She says, well, you've come to the right place. She wipes her hands on her apron, sets down the work she was doing, says, studded leather. And she looks you over and she says, I've got a suit that'll fit you right over here. And she leads you to, it's a wooden mannequin. There are several in there that are holding several types of armor. And she takes a set of studded leather off. It's got, if you still haven't zoomed up, she's got some scroll work on the shoulder. It's all kind of scroll work like that. It's pretty decent looking studded leather. And she says, I can sell you this for 45 gold.
And will you take some off if I give you the set of leather armor I have?
She says, make your persuasion. She says, kind of gives it a look and over and says, I can give you 2 gold for that. Make it 43. Fair trade.
Sounds fair enough. I'm willing to make that deal.
All right. The deal has been made. She even gives you a receipt.
Is there any warranties?
She says, yep, that armor will not dry out in 30 days. And if any of the straps or buckles break, I will replace them anytime in the next 6 months.
Okay. Sounds good.
Congratulations, you're the owner of a fine set of studded leather. Meld, what are you doing?
I'm looking for work. It's been a while. I'm gonna go straight to the constable.
All right. And Kane, you know to go to the constable to look for adventure as well, so you'd all be there pretty much the same time that morning.
Oh, goodness. Anders doesn't need to be seen like this.
Anders, how do you hold the baby? Is it like really awkward
I'm
or?
supporting its neck like a good person should,
Okay.
and doing all of that stuff. Maybe holding it out from me a bit as I walk, not
I
like
wondered if you were
cuddling it or anything.
carrying out like
And just
Harbert carries that pig.
No.
Okay. Bless you. All right. So Meld, yep, you're there. Harbrick's out there working as usual. Make a roll. Nope. Harbrick says, "Good morning, Meld. Looking for work?"
Yes.
He says, "I've got some. Well, I've had some reports from the Helmet High son, old Justrin Dale. He says somebody's sneaking into his cellar and stealing things. I don't know too much more about it. He was pretty tight-lipped. He didn't want to tell me any more about it, but he's willing to pay 5 gold pieces to anybody who can find out who's stealing things out of his cellar, and he mentioned throwing in a fine bottle of elven wine along with it, which I have no idea how much that's worth. We got another one here. Got available. There you go. He said Elic Dornan dropped this off last night. I didn't want to say anything with all the bad business going on with the cult, so I figured I'd sit on it until today.
Spider bugs.
How bad could spiders be?
Alright, so you got that. And Harbrick notices you there, Anders, and he says, "See, you got some extra baggage there."
Yes, it seems that after last night's debacle, I am stuck with the child that we saved. And I have no means of actually taking care of said child. Very small forethought in what I did. I was wondering if you knew of any couples that could not bear children and wanted a child, or if there were somewhere that it would be better cared for instead of with me.
He says, yeah, well, forethought being what it is, I think you did the right thing saving the baby. There was enough death already. Having one life being pulled out of the situation, I think was worthwhile.
I felt so as well.
He says, I can help you out. I hesitate to do so, but Almas and Sabil, well, Almas had a brother, or has a brother. His name's Ransant. It would be the next of kin. We could, well, just see. It's the best I can offer. I can send one of my boys out to get him and bring him here.
That would be fantastic. Is he an honorable person? Will he take good care of her?
Harbert gets kind of a pained look on his face, and he says, "This being your charge, I'd prefer you make the call on this rather than taking my word for it."
All right.
So he
That
says,
works for me.
Gralfy. He nods his head to the north. "Go get Ransant, bring him back." And this is Gralfy, by the way, one of the butchers.
Oh.
So Gralfy smiles and gives a wave. Those who are observant do see as Gralfy, whoops, picture's worth 1,000 words. So here's Gralfy, heads north, and those that are observant see that he stops off at the Helmet High Sun Road for a quick nip before he heads on north.
And Constable, while I have you, we just established the graveyard last night. I was wondering if you would give me the charge of maintaining it for the price of free room in the town. I asked nothing more than that.
free room and board for maintaining the graveyard.
Yes.
He says, well, I'm already in service to town. Me and you would be more colleagues. That's not really my call to make. We'd have to talk to town elders, see what they think.
Point me in the right direction.
He says, well, Elick would be the likely place to start there. He's Elick Dornan at Dornan Finestone there at the end of the road here. And he points number 12.
Right, and that flyer there, that would knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, because I'm also looking for a little extra money on the side. Perfect. Thank you.
Sure. Lorelei, or did you meet up with the group there at the butcher?
Yes.
Okay, and Aranis, what are you doing? Did we lose Aranis?
Dana!
We did lose him.
He didn't take a long enough nap.
I mean, he's not in the
Oh,
call.
he's not even there.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Trouble.
Oh,
getting
he's
that back in.
offline.
I think we're missing someone else too in the call.
I count
No.
everybody. There. Let's see if he comes back. In the meantime, while we're getting him back, Gralfy comes back with Rancent in tow. You hear Rancent before you see him, bitching a blue streak about being dragged out of his bed at the ass crack of dawn. And he said he looks at the crowd and he gets a guarded expression. Says, "Oh, what's this about?"
Well, Ranson, your brother Almus and his beautiful wife died last night, and she was pregnant, as you know. This is their child, and I cannot take care of it myself, so I was wondering if you would take up the responsibility of raising this child properly. I will help you, of course, when I can, but I cannot be the sole caregiver.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay. Dice don't fail me now! Ah, damn it.
His eyes roll around, kind of bleary and bloodshot, and focuses on you. Seems to be he's like concentrating, trying to figure out what it is you're saying, and then he sees the baby in your arms, and he says, "Trying to give me a baby, huh?" Shrugs and says, "Yeah, all right. It's Ken, isn't it?" And he holds one hand out.
Huh.
Give it here. I'll take care of the little thing.
Yeah. I look over at the constable. I'm like, is there anybody else? Anybody at all?
Harburg pretends not to hear you. And Ranson says, "I'm next to Ken. Only Ken he's got here in Red Large."
I would rather carry the baby into battle than give it to you.
He says, "Now hold on a minute. You can't kidnap my kid. That's my baby."
It is your brother's child.
And
who
he did.
Died. And I didn't see you at the funeral last night. So you can get the fuck out of my face.
He stamps his foot and says, "That's my baby."
And divine energy flows through my body and into my hands as I hold the baby in one hand, and I raise up a hand at him and I say, "Get away from me."
He falls back into the dust of the street a little bit, and he shouts, "Harburg, you tell him. It's the law of the land. That's my baby."
I shoot a look to Harburg. I'm like, "You're not. No. Don't. Mm-mm."
Harburg looks a little pained, and he says, "Well, he's got us there, but I hesitate the same as you do. This is kind of a bad situation all the way around.
Morality, I feel at this point, should trump what the law of the land says.
He gives a nod and he says, yep. Well, you've got me there again. He says, Gralfie, why don't you take Rancid on down to the pond and see if you can help him wake up a little bit and talk some sense into him. So Gralfie hooks Rancid under the elbow, who protests loudly, and pretty much drags him down the street into the pond where they wash the animals.
Oh boy, I'm still in a pickle. Are there, like I asked before, are there any couples that cannot bear child that would love to have a child given to them to raise? Anybody you know?
Harburg says, finally there was a good roll. Harburg says, yeah, I know a couple that would welcome a new baby. He says, what's the child's name?
Constance.
It's a good name. He says, and he says, we'll make sure that the situation's taken care of. We wanted to stick with the law where we can, but I agree with your assessment. Just, if you don't mind, let's just keep this between us and hope that Rancid forgets about it, and he probably will. And while he's saying that, Jalessa, Harburg's wife, comes up and takes the baby from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tell the couple that I will be by to check on the child at some point in the near future.
He gives a nod.
Cool.
All right, well, he pawned off the baby, and Ralphie gives Rancid a nice cold bath. All right, I figured that out.
A little sweat off my brow there. Oh.
You guys didn't define what you did with the baby. All right, so did we
I
lose?
can't get him on.
We lost Anna, huh?
He's not answering any of the calls I keep making.
Yeah, I think his computer died or his internet died because he's not on Roll20 either.
Yeah.
We'll give him a minute and then let somebody else jump in if he doesn't show up here in the next little bit. And then if he does come back, we'll just let him back. No big deal. So, yeah, he's buying armor. Maybe he's showing off his new armor. He's out there pirouetting in the street, too busy for adventure. What are the rest of you going to be doing? You're all together now, except Martrose, who is just down the street from you.
I say we head down to this Dornan fellow and inquire about the spider bounty.
Do I see this bounty around here somewhere?
The bounty?
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, you see the group of people that you have met before in the street to the north.
Yeah, she'll be headed over after having made the arrangements.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, the bounty's not posted anywhere. It was handed over from Harburg.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. To Meld, I believe. Is who has it right now. So where are you guys headed?
The bounty
Probably
city
to,
to mine,
yeah.
or
To number 12, right? That's where he's staying.
Dornan Fine Store. Stone.
More
sorry.
Dornan Feinstein.
Montrose would probably see Mel mainly, and see it's that time again near the constable, and ask what's going on.
Meld says, I don't know, can you help me read this? It's something about spiders.
Sure, I'd be glad to
Shows
help.
the paper.
And she'll read it for him.
I'll pop it back up there.
Black Dornan of Dornan Firestone, probably a company, offers bounty on spider legs. Effort to reclaim Cold Tooth Mines. Ever heard of those? Is this where you're setting out?
Go ahead.
Yes, it's either that or petty thieves.
Oh, I'm coming with you. No matter what you say.
Oh, does anyone know the way to Firestone?
I'm sure we could ask around.
Isn't Elac done it just down the road a little bit?
Yeah, I walked by it and peeked in. It's not the great establishment, but it's there.
Why don't we go there then?
You guys headed to Dornan Fine. It's actually Finestone.
Finestone.
Ah. I guess so.
All right, give me a second. What number was it?
12.
Thank you.
Trying to get Dana back. Is back.
Oh. Okay.
Oh! Dana!
I never gave up.
My computer's being stupid.
We figured.
Yeah, it happens. All right, so didn't miss too much. The party headed south along the road. You would see them down there. They came out from the butcher area, headed south a few houses, and wind up at 12. If you're wanting to catch up with them or anything else you want to do is fine. You guys arrive at Dornan Finestone. It's a plain square building that is always coated in a gray-white shroud of rock dust. The office displays samples of cut stone as well as raw samples from the quarry. Records of orders and old employment rolls are neatly sorted in cabinets behind a wooden counter. And, oh, I thought I got him out there. I didn't. Hold on, I gotta reload the tab. I copy-pasted something and Chrome hates it. Okay, there we go. This is the man inside. He looks up as you guys come in. And it's brows furrow, and he says, "Good day, my name is Elic Dornan, Dornan Finestone. Can I sell you a nice granite countertop? Or a headstone, maybe? Did anyone else die?"
Oh boy.
No, they haven't. We're here for the bounty.
Ah! Yes, good. He rubs his hands together. And he says, "Good, the bounty. Out of Goldtooth Mine. Yep, I've got a small business venture there that I went into business with some dwarves. Anyway, that's all. Neither here nor there. We are paying the bounty as I see you've got my handbill. What can I help you figure out?"
Well, can you tell us more about the problems you've been facing?
He says, "Well, I don't know the details. I'm more of a financier than a overseer. I focus mainly on the rock business, but from what I understand, out at Goldtooth Mine, the dwarves broke into an old section of tunnel and Well, there's quite a bit going on, actually. I don't know the whole story. The best I can tell you is they've got a spider infestation, and they need people with, well, people like you to clean it out.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's lying or like not, or just like withholding the truth?
I'll roll it for you. Are you proficient?
I will tell you that in a slight moment.
You don't have your skills filled in, so I don't have it as a quick reference.
No, I'm not proficient enough.
Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. I mean, you have your suspicions, but you're not sure what they'd be based on.
With that being settled, Kane's satisfied and is ready to get on with it. We'll just follow the party.
So where is this mine exactly?
Elik throws his hands in the air and he says, huh, I have to do everything for you people, don't I? Very well. He gets into the cabinet, pulls out a scroll, and unfurls it. It is a map. And he points. You're here at Red Larch. And he points at that spot on the map. Are you with me so far? You're going to want to take the Larch Path. Okay, that's this line right here. And he traces a line along the Larch Path. And he stops. I can't point because the map's like... I can do this. This is what I can do. You guys are able to see everything, right? Oh.
Yes.
He points. You're going to go along this path here. And at this bend, he points at the bend right here, about 40 miles out, you're going to go up a path into the forest, and you'll find the mines there. The dwarves, being the industrious workers that they are, have actually built a small fortress at the foot of the mountain that they're mining. Can't miss it. Well, maybe you can.
Thank you for the directions, but the condensing, the down talk isn't necessary.
He says,
That's the word I was looking for.
he holds a placating hand out, and he says, I will try to be less condescending in the future, my illiterate friend.
Cheap prestidigitations a fly in his face.
A what in his face?
A fly.
Fly. He swats at it distractedly. He says, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Actually, there is something. Since, as you know, we established a graveyard in your town. I was the main forebearer of that, and I was wondering if we could maybe strike a deal where I take care of the graveyard and maintain it, and my room and board is paid for as long as I stay in your town.
He taps his chin with his index finger, and he says, yes, I did hear about a plot of land being given to you, without my approval, I might add. But I suppose the town does need something like that. He says, very well, I will work out a deal with Mother Yolantha and see to it that you have free room and board so long as the graveyard remains maintained, the grass clipped, and the tombstones.
I was more thinking a common room, the common room at the Swinging Sword.
Oh, Paul. Well,
I
persuasion
think
check.
that
He is voluntarily helping you maintain your business here.
He says,
Can I roll
well,
to assist him?
I think that my services are indispensable at the moment with everything that's happened.
he says, we are able to care for our own dead without any trouble, and I really care not what happens to the corpses of you adventuring types, but I'll see what I can do. I will talk to Kaylessa, and I'll let you know when you come back and successfully recover your bounty.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you, sir. Good day. He actually follows you guys to the door and does that thing where he makes sure that the door is closed properly when you guys all leave.
Peeking out around the door frame as he
Yep.
closes it.
Yep. Frowns at something that you guys tracked in on the floor.
It's the baby poop. I'm so sorry.
Just as you come out, Mortrose, there's a little kid there waiting for you. It's this guy. The javelin toss winner, I believe. He comes running up to you and he says, hey, you! Balivo's got the thing you wanted.
Ah, good. I remember you. Going to grow up to be a good warrior someday.
He says, yep, and he
Where
gives
can I
a double flex up for his biceps.
Where can I pick up what I needed?
We'll go talk to Balivo. And he
Right.
sprints
Thank
off
you.
down the street.
She gives him a copper piece before he leaves.
He spins in the dirt, snatches the copper piece out of your hand, and without breaking stride, heads back the other way again. Alright, and Balivo's just
I'll
across the
be
street
right
there.
with you, she says as she heads to Balivo. It's really necessary for this.
Alright. Make another check here. As you come in, Valivo rushes out. He's with a customer, and he rushes out right to the front door where you're at. And he says, yes, I have what you were looking for, in a low tone. He says, if you don't mind, he looks kind of nervous. Wait outside for just a moment.
Of course.
He goes in, and he comes back out just 5 seconds later, and he says, holds it down low where nobody can see, tries to keep his back to the north, and has a diamond. He says, I've got this. Seems to be about what you were asking for, and I can sell it to you for 60 gold.
Don't think you get this sort of business often. Can we make it 56?
Make your persuasion. He seems to be in a hurry. He says, yes, 56 is fine.
Alright, thank you. And she hands him over a big coin pouch subtly.
All right.
Pleasure doing business with you.
He tucks it under
good
his
day.
vest and heads back in before you can even finish talking.
And she'll head back to the group.
All right. All right. Everybody's together. Aranus, was there anything else you wanted to do, or you along for the ride?
I think I'm ready to go
Okay.
with my fancy new armor.
Yep. I had said that you were too busy to join the group because you were pirouetting in the street with your new fancy armor.
That'd be about right.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure with you. I'm going to take a quick AFK and then we will go. Be right back.
Well.
And then Chief just prestidigitations it off of you.
Aw. He gives you a sort of disparaging look. Like, thanks, but I'm still upset with you.
I do not ask forgiveness. I am used to such situations. They have been following me for quite some time. I am just coming with you to make up for it.
You're gonna make me cry out of character. So sad.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
And I'm gonna move you guys over to the travel map. Because
Oh, that 2 hex rule, right?
that is correct. There you go. It's
Uh-huh.
based off of that. But yeah, you if you click on it, it gets bigger. There you go, slightly. I don't know. Don't worry too much about that. What I did was simplify all that on the main page, because Wizards in their infinite wisdom decided to put everything in a 6-mile, divisible by 6 out of the book. But this module, the hexes are 10 miles.
Neat.
So I've already,
I like
yeah, no, it's fun. It's good times. I've already done the conversion. I just don't have it on this screen. It was out on the main screen, as you guys already know. And I'm bringing it over right now. Let's see if I can do this without.
It's already down at the bottom.
Oh, did I put it at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did. Wow. Good job, me. Hooked myself up.
There you go.
All right, you guys have your. Oh, and I even have a party token. It's right there. So you guys have your tokens. I'm just going to take you all and kind of set you here so that somebody got away from me. Anders, he slipped my grasp. Put you guys down there so that you've got your tokens for rolls, but the party, assuming you're all staying together, does go hex by hex, and that way I know where you're all at, like which hex you're in. Okay, like I said, the hexes are 10 miles. And oh, the thing that I popped up was so that you know, I'll pop it up again for my own good. The conversion rate, don't worry so much about. It's if you're going at a fast pace, you've got a -5 penalty to passive wisdom scores. If you go at a slow pace, you're able to use stealth. At a normal, you have no penalty or advantage. What it means is, if you guys go at a fast pace, you're going to get there tonight or this evening. You see what I mean? You'll get there in one day. But if you don't, then you're going to have to sleep overnight somewhere along the route. Where depends on how fast or slow you're going. Fortunately, you have a ranger with you, which helps in some regards that I'm not very familiar with, but we'll find out. And this is what I was saying before. It's not that rangers are OP, but their abilities do come into play a lot here with the travel portion.
Speaking of that, when does the grassland end and the hills start?
That is a great question. Let me get my pointer out. This would be grasslands. This hex, the first hex is grasslands. Everything after that is hills.
Yeah.
Travel music.
Well, I'll have enough that much of an effect.
Well, what is our plan here?
Your stuff only works in grassland? I thought you had other... Oh, it's just for you to be able to move at a normal pace and stealth, right? Not with the whole group, huh?
Well, that's in only grasslands, too.
Is it only grass? Oh, no.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
Level 5.
She asks, do any of you have camping equipment?
I mean, I've got a bedroll.
If you guys are looking at the larch path itself right now, I'm going to show you the path that it will, that you'll have to take. Those are the hexes that you're going to go on the road, and so it is 40 miles. Whoops.
What is the weather like?
Good question. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thanks, Jan. Just kidding.
Windy. Well, we got to know, because that does also make adjustments to both speed and perception checks. It's windy, 71 degrees. Just a nice breeze, nice cool day, or not cool, not warm, just perfect. Again, you guys have weather on your side.
Neat. So down here on your
dark
little...
clouds in the distance.
Did you say dark clouds in the distance?
I'm asking if there are, because if we aren't going at fast speed at all and we're going to camp outside, we wouldn't want to do it in the rain. And without tents and everything.
Yes, there are clouds on the horizon.
Well,
Is
I'll
there a
defer
weather
to
sense
you,
check? No, it's Druids. Druids have weather sense. Never mind. I'll be quiet while you guys discuss.
Your little things down here say that normal speed is 1 hex per day in the hills. So we couldn't get there in a day, even if we went fast.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We would have to take 2 if going fast, or 4 if going at a normal speed.
No, you're absolutely right there. So it's 1 hex per day at a normal pace. So you're looking at basically you just get into the hills on your first day, be in the foothills. Then it'd be 1, so it'd be 2, 3. Yeah, it'd be 4 days travel. Now, yeah, you're totally right. Thanks for fixing that. So at a fast pace, you could get there in be 1, 2. For 1 day, 3, 4. You can get there at evening of the second day. So 1 overnight at a fast pace, 2 overnights at a normal pace, and it looks like 3 overnights at a slow pace.
Well, there's no use tiring ourselves out before we actually get done what we need to do done. So we should just go at a normal pace, in Kane's opinion.
The thing I was going to point out, if you push, that's where you can take levels of exhaustion. If you push for 2 hours, you can get that 2 hexes even on a normal pace.
I'm
'Cause
not
you'd
about that exhaustion.
Yeah, you'd be going 10 hours and it's a con check.
Yeah. No, I'm good with
Perhaps-
just taking a nice hike in the hills.
Perhaps we can do it at a normal pace. At least then we can keep our eyes peeled for anything in the mountains.
That's what I was thinking as well.
I agree with normal pace.
Normal pace. So, Mel, you on board with that?
Yep.
Okay. Normal pace gets you. By the way, I didn't zoom it in. There's your party token. It's the default group of adventurers. Okay, so you're looking at normal pace gets you the 2 hexes on the grasslands, but you'd hit the foothills there, and that kind of slow you up. So there's the 1 hex. So you're looking at 4 days, right?
Yep.
3, 4. Okay.
So rations, take away.
We're going to do them one at a time because I have to
2 of
roll.
us can forage, so I don't see how rations would even matter.
Yeah, while
Depends on
we're
what you can
traveling,
forage.
I can forage.
That is a good point. Never mind.
Foraging does require a roll, and I've got. Do I not have it? I know there is a scale on the DMG for how much. Could somebody look that up? Because I got to make random encounter rolls. Is what this module has for several times a day. Somebody look in the DMG for me. There is a section on foraging and how much food you can get. It does go in pounds, so if somebody needs 1 pound of food per day, it's like a dose of food. While I make random encounter checks.
Wilderness survival?
Sounds right. And you guys are in Badlands.
Foraging.
so-
There we go.
There you
Yep.
Let's see. Foraging DCs. There's 10, 15, and 20 for abundant food, limited food, and very little food.
Be 15.
Multiple characters forage. Each character makes a separate check.
What page is that
Foraging
on?
That is on 111.
Page.
Thank
yeah,
you.
one-
I will make that a handout so we have it nice and handy. I thought I had it and I didn't. So let me see.
Okay. And then the food and water needs medium
1
needs
pound.
1 pound and
Same
1
for a
gallon.
small. Yeah. And so that's a DC to get. Nothing on a failed check, a D6 plus your wisdom mod. So that's good. You guys got several checks to make there. Don't make them yet. Give me a second. Sorry, I wasn't more prepared. I thought I had this one, but I didn't.
I think my Outlander ability gives me an auto success, 1 per day.
Is that the background, Outlander background? Somebody want to look that up? Get the wording on it? I'm sure you're right. I just want to know how much.
Oh,
That's
there you
what the Wanderer feature says.
Wanderer. Find
Wow.
food, fresh water for yourself and 5 other people each day.
Hmm.
Well, provided that the land offers those things. You're in for the first day in the grasslands. If anyone is Wanderer, Kane, you are Wanderer, aren't you?
Yep.
All right, Kane,
So
you've
is
got everybody
Meld.
covered for day 1. Yeah, and Meld. So you guys are living it up pretty good there.
And I could actually do twice as much as that because of my Ranger feature.
Okay.
So could we stockpile for the days in which we have less?
I believe that berries and such go bad after a day, but I don't think they'll stockpile very well. That's what the point of rations is, that they keep salted food and that sort of thing. So it is a day-by-day thing. And it is, once you get into the Badlands, the Wanderer, maybe you'll have advantage on your survival. I'll think on that and figure that out, but you will have to make checks. It's not an automatic because you're not in abundant supplies. You see what I mean?
Yeah, understandable.
Sure. Okay. I roll random encounter checks at morning, afternoon, evening, and midnight. So I'm going to do them one at a
Each
time,
day.
every
That's
day.
fantastic.
And the evening and midnight are also going to be including, you guys are going to have to set up watch and figure that out.
Yep.
Haven't done that in this D&D. Used to be a big thing that we'd always do. Okay, so I'm going to roll for, I'll roll public so that you guys can see. It's 18 or higher. Makes it fun. It's total random, because I don't know what's going to happen.
And nat 20, first roll.
Morning and afternoon. Morning, no encounter. Afternoon, no encounter. Evening, you guys are just getting up into the foothills. So you'd go ahead and make camp. I'll go ahead and roll for that now, and then you guys can discuss the watch, because that will matter for the midnight roll if there is one. All right, you're good for the evening.
Right. Well,
And also describe. Tell you what, everybody give me initiatives, because this is a thing too. I once had a campaign where this was a big part of it, setting up watches and stuff, but one guy would never do any camp chores. He refused to do camp chores. So that might be a thing. I want to see what everybody does as far as setting up camp. And if you do cook, who's a good cook? Because I think those are tool proficiencies and that sort of thing. All right, Mortros, I just want to make sure I got everybody. What are you doing for camp setup, if anything?
She'll probably start gathering firewood, prestidigitation of fire, and help anyone with foraging or with any other tasks.
Okay. Just to give you guys some description, you are on the foothills, so you could see out from your campsite. You got a nice tree-covered spot, a little clearing, and you can see out the forests, and in the distance, Red Larch, a day's travel away, and of course the Somber Hill stacking up above you to the north. Anders, what are you doing?
I will start clearing out a campsite for all of us. Just getting a nice level area, removing sticks and leaves and stuff, rocks.
Okay.
And just getting a nice little area for us.
Kane?
I'll leave most of my unnecessaries at the campsite and work on foraging. Gathering things that we might need.
Sure. Go ahead and make that survival check. You don't find anything. Oh no, this is grasslands. That's right. You're just at the ledge there. So you come back with enough food for you, let's say, since you're on that transition point.
Oh, sorry, fellas.
Lorelei.
I'll take people's water flask and try to find some more water. See if there's a little creek or a spring nearby.
Make a survival check.
What would that be?
Wisdom.
Okay, come on, baby.
No, you come back actually covered in cockleburs, and you guys know what those are. There's those little spiky plant deals. They're all in your hair, and you got thorn scratches all over your skin, and a nice poison ivy rash on your leg. And
I throw the water skins down, and I pop to the ground with a gruff in my face. Pissed off.
and twigs in your hair as well, and some bird shit. Well done. Meld.
Well, since those two can't live outside for anything, I'm gonna go search for water and food.
All right. Go ahead and roll your d6 for how much, d6 plus your wisdom mod for how much food you find. Might make a macro for that. Or do you just feed everybody? Yeah, you got enough for, what else would you get? Yeah. Kane, of course, is covered, but you get enough for everybody else. And, okay. Do you guys, oh, nope, Borntro said you're going to have a fire. Of course, it's berries that you're eating. Nobody cooks anything. And, yeah, that roll from Meld was good enough. He also filled the water skins. So, What's your watch schedule?
Well,
I'll take the
Going to
early
take-
morning.
I can take first watch, I suppose.
You didn't take my
Perhaps,
initiative roll.
Oh, is it
Who
not?
among you can see better in the dark?
Try the macro, Uranus. It didn't. You didn't get a chance to do anything there.
Yeah, I was just gonna help Anders, so clean up everything.
Okay. No problem. Keep discussing the watch then.
Perhaps we should leave those with better night vision to do the watch later in the night.
I was gonna say I can take just before sunset and right after sunrise.
I
but
could do it in the
between
middle of
those
the night.
times, I'm not much help.
I mean, I only need 4 hours to meditate, so.
Well, I see well at night.
No.
Maybe not Dana, what is it, Uranus?
Yes.
Uranus and I can split the middle of the night shift.
Well, since he needs 4 hours, we can have him rest now and help keep watch during the night. Your call.
Yeah, split it. I take half the night and he takes the other half.
So for my benefit, I put a watch scale there. You guys can. It's down at the bottom of the map. You guys can set your token on which phase, or if you're basically looking at 8 p.m. to about
Oh.
5 a.m. So it's 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours. That includes camp breakdown. Does anybody have a tent, or is it just bedrolls?
That rolls.
Bed rolls.
That's what I thought.
Bushes.
Mid rolls.
Bushes, yeah. Oh, these are. Let me make this a little bit better.
Hold Alt to do it not on the grid.
Yeah, it's still not quite exactly lining up right. Let me do this. There we go. There we go.
Yay.
It's unworkable. Okay. I got an idea where everybody's at then. You guys have an uneventful night. Headed
Oh,
up into the hills. So day 2, and now that I kind of know what you guys are going to do, unless you're going to change anything up on your routine, we'll just keep the routine the way it is. Keep moving. Is anybody doing anything different?
No.
Don't think so, no.
Okay. Then I need survivals from Kane, Lorelei, and Meld. You are in the Badlands now. You guys are unable to find any food.
Oh, damn. Anders is gonna step up real quick and try to find something.
Anders goes out and finds enough berry. Well, roll a d6 plus your wisdom modifier for how much figs and berries you were able to find. And at least you get the water bottles refilled as well. Barely.
Boom.
Nice. All right, Anders, you come back with a little bit extra. Feeds everybody and then some. No ration
job.
expenditure, so that's good. All right, we got
Oh.
morning. Noon. Oh,
Oh,
so hold that thought. For those who survive, it is this is the afternoon, so at midday. And this isn't saying you're ambushed. It's all kind of in context. And I have a really cool macro that I made to roll for this.
Oh boy.
I think I've seen you testing that one time.
Yeah, I made it public once because I was so proud of myself. You guys pass a caravan consisting of a merchant and his entourage headed southwest. So they're coming the opposite direction down the large path from the direction you guys are going. There are 6 guards, which are men with chainmail armor and crossbows, spears and shields. The caravan leader and 6 caravanners, basically commoners. So 13 people in all. It's a pretty big caravan. 6 wagons long.
Uranus will greet them and ask them where they're coming from and what news they know of.
They halt for a moment, and the caravan leader calls for lunch. So they all stop. Give me a second, and I'll get a picture out there. There's your caravan leader. He says, we're about a 10-day out of Belliard, headed on down to Red Larch, get some resupplies, and on to Waterdeep. What's an odd group such as yourselves doing out here, as far from anything?
We are headed nearby to the Gold Tooth mines. I don't suppose you've had much trouble on the road?
He says, no, it's been an uneventful trip so far. Thank Timora for that. He kisses a coin emblem that he wears around his neck.
Thank Timora indeed. We haven't had trouble on our road either, so here's to a safe journey too.
And the same to you, he says. And they continue with their break, having lunch, and because it's midday, you guys can travel on. Afternoon roll, or evening. You guys are clear. That night, as we just discussed, Anders gets everybody fed and then some. The others not doing as well. Of course, Lorelei didn't come back covered in brambles this time, so that's an improvement. Here is your midnight roll. All is quiet.
super quiet.
Day 3 out from Red Larch. Morning roll. There we go. Another encounter. It's a busy road. Alright, give me 1 second. I have this. Everybody give me a perception check so you can roll them.
My roll 20 is not cooperating right now, so I'll get to you in a second.
I can roll it for you if need be. I'm just getting. Let's see. I got Meld. Got Uranus. Paying no attention. Got Lorelei, Anders, and Mortros. Okay, Mortros, you're the only one who notices. I'm going to send you a whisper because you're the only one who sees it. You don't have to share if you don't want.
Oh, she is vigilant now. And as they're walking, she says, "Nobody panic, but we're being watched. some sort of birdmen on the cliffs nearby. I'm not sure if they'll be trouble, but I think as long as we won't be trouble, neither will they.
Birdman.
I'm not sure though, so stay on your guard.
Can I do a knowledge check on birdmen?
Yeah, be nature.
Oh, let's give that -1 a go.
Yep, you know what birdmen are. Aarakocra.
Do you mean Aarakocra? As long as we don't.
That's the word for them.
As long as we don't bother them, they won't bother us. Don't worry about it.
That's exactly it. So, yep, you guys. That happens. The path, as you can tell, is kind of nestled down into kind of cliffs. Down in there are full vertical walls that you're like in canyons of, and other times they're more sloped away. Quite a few pretty good vistas and views as you travel. Yep, the birdmen don't mess with you. You don't mess with them. That was the morning check. Afternoon check, all's good. Evening check, all's good.
Nice.
That night, survival checks from the usual. Anders does not find anything. Kane does not find anything. Mel does not find anything. And Lorelei, you found a trickle, but it's just not enough to... You could, like, get your water skin, like, a little bit onto that little trickle, but it kind of has moss in it, but it's hard to keep bugs out. Those little tiny fish.
Lovely.
So, no good on foraging. So, sounds like everybody spends a ration for day 3.
Right.
Montrose, Kane, Lorelei, Aranis, Anders,
Neat.
and Meld. You are in the Badlands, cliffs, rocks, not much in the way of food. Midnight roll, all is clear. Day 4, you think, according to the map that Dornan showed you, you should be arriving this evening for the evening roll. So, morning roll, there is an encounter. All right. Give me a second. Some of you don't have your skills filled in on the attributes and abilities tab. So who all is proficient in perception?
Uranus is.
Okay.
I don't think Lorelei is.
Lorelei, you are not.
No, I
Your
didn't think
skill.
so. Yeah, it's persuasion. That's the other P word.
Yes. Meld is. Most of you don't have those filled in. That helps me a lot for quick reference. Okay, so Meld. This will only take me a second.
That's what she said.
That's what he said. Alright. Almost there. That's what she said.
Haha.
Over and over again.
Until you give up.
Yep. Girls can't help it. It's hard to get there. It's hard. Sorry.
Oh god, why? It just keeps coming.
It's 21.
That's what she said.
That's
It
what
keeps
she
coming.
said. Oh, that's good stuff.
I love
I don't
it.
care who you are. If you guys don't mind, let me do this. Get you guys involved here sooner rather than later. I'm gonna ping you right here. I want a marching order. Don't look around too much on the map. There's really not much to see from where you're at. You are headed northwest according to map orientation. Your direction of travel is like so.
Sure.
I will be somewhere in the middle. Probably near the back end of things.
You guys happy with that? We didn't lose Dana again, no? Oh yeah, I see you moving now. Okay. Looks good to me. It's not like you guys are like marching or anything. You move around. I think I got an idea of your orientation there. Moving you. I've rotated you. You can rotate more. You wind up here. And what happens here, you are in the mountains. As you can see, there's a wooden plank bridge that crosses a chasm right here. And ahead of you on a cliff top, if you look to the northwest, a man steps out, or stands up from, he's got a half cover from the cliff spur there, and the direction that you would be going is this path like here. That's the way that you're headed. And he stands up, he levels a heavy crossbow at you, and he says, "This road requires a toll. You guys can pay 10 gold pieces per person, and we will let you pass."
Whoa. 10
Well, that's a
gold.
little steep,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a little...
Pay or take a bolt to the face, people.
Good man, we are but lowly travelers with little on us but what you can see. We are hardly worth the trouble.
You can make a persuasion on that if you want.
Gotcha.
He says, "All right, you only have to pay 5 gold, but the rest of you, I can tell, you're good for it. Cough it up."
Wait.
Intimidate him. Is that a... What is that rule? Intimidate?
What do you say?
I'm telling him that I shall not pay. This is not a governed road. You do not own it, and my group shall pass. or it shall be your head.
Make your intimidate. It's charisma.
My head.
He looks you over and he says, all right, 5 gold for you two, but the rest of you, I can tell you're good for it. 10 gold a piece. Throw it on the ground there, and I'll just get out of your way.
Are
You're
you sure you
obviously
want us
very
to
bright
throw it off
if
the
you think
ground?
I have 10.
We're
It
far
might
enough
roll off
away.
the
Kane
cliff.
throws down 10 copper. He can't tell me this here.
Why should we put it down here? It might roll off the cliff, and down there it's no good use to anyone. How about we get a little closer?
He shouts, throw it onto the ground there in front of the bridge, and I'll get out of your way. No, don't throw it down the cliff, or you'll take a crossbow bolt to the face.
Meld will throw 10 gold down the cliff.
Damn,
I will
alright.
make a minor illusion that lasts for 1 minute of a gold house being placed on the ground.
He screams in agony. No, don't throw it down there. Nobody gets it. Oh, you stupid. I'd have shoot you just for that. He says, Kane, you threw the 10 copper out there. He says, all right, you can pass.
Me too?
As soon as you pay.
Yeah, I made the minor
Oh, yeah.
illusion of a gold.
Yep, he waves
Pass
you
for a
on.
minute.
Says, you can pass.
I want to do a sleight of hand where it looks like I turn my pouch out to show that it's empty, and while keeping the meager contents in it.
Make your sleight of hand check. He says, well, you can pay with that fancy sword you got at your belt. Just leave that. We'll call it good.
Not a chance.
He says, all right, boys, they're going to need some encouraging. He shouts to the opposite cliff, and you guys see more unsavory looking characters on the cliff behind you. Two, the grayish ones have light crossbows, and the one that looks like him also has a heavy crossbow pointed at you. He says, pay up, or you're gonna hate life.
And she'll go, good man, there's already plenty enough gold down there. Let them go, and she'll try to charm him.
Okay. Wisdom save. He shakes his head, seems a little confused for a moment, and then he says, yeah, you paid, you can go, but the rest, no, gotta pay.
I shall not pay. This road is not owned, and you do not deserve it. Come closer so I can talk to you more dignified.
He says, oh no, you'll pay with your hide. You
Oh,
keep
you'll
talking,
pay.
Missy.
Oh no.
And he shouts towards Meld. He says, don't think you're off the hook just because you threw it down the cliff. It's 10 gold in a pile there on the ground. Let me get those out there too.
Meld will go here and drop 20 gold right here.
He sighs and he says, you don't follow orders too good, do you? He says, Robbie, you pick that up when they move on. Don't go down there now. He's a slippery one, I can tell.
Well, I'm not gonna pay.
I can't afford to pay.
He says, hold it right there to Anders. Take one more step, and I'm pulling the trigger.
Okay.
Do you take the step?
No.
Okay.
I'll just look at him in the face and be like, you sure you want to do that?
Anders, you've noticed Actually, Mortrose, Kane, and Anders, probably all of you notice there is another guy here in the bush who hasn't presented himself yet. Trying to lay low, not doing very good.
You, sir, over there. You in the bush.
He slowly stands up and levels a crossbow at you.
Huh.
You're not very good at hiding, are you?
He says, "You're not very good at paying."
You're right. I don't have the money to pay. I saved a child last night, you know. That was...
Well, la-dee-da. I got children to feed myself. Give me 10 gold. I got 4 young'uns back at home.
I don't think those tiny little balls of yours could spawn children.
All the other bandits laugh at that. He gets a little red in the face.
Mel's gonna take the dodge action.
You guys would not actually have weapons out while traveling.
No.
So, no weapons out yet. Okay.
I'm gonna look at my spell list real quick. I'm gonna look over at Lorelei real quick and just make a face at her, see if we should do anything or
I make a face back, like, what the hell's your problem?
Look, do you honestly believe someone this rude is being paid any money at all? She doesn't have anything. Leave her be. Another persuasion?
Are we able to walk around?
The others have, but they've been warned too. He says, well, it depends on how much you move, of course. He's told Anders one more step and he's getting shot. Both crossbows are pointed at Anders. Because Kane and Mortrose have paid. He says that he looks at Lorelei and he says, "You toss that skull necklace on the ground, we'll call it even."
Never. I spit down on the ground and I will walk over here.
This guy shouts at you, Meld, "One more step. I'll hold it. You hold it." And the other two, these two, point crossbows at you. Lorelei, this guy's got a crossbow pointed at Meld. "One more step and we loose."
Can I, as an action, put on my shield?
If you start strapping a shield on, they will fire.
Oh. Well,
You can do it.
it's inevitable, Meld. I'm sorry.
Can I be ready to dodge?
Yeah, you can have dodge up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and strap my shield on.
I count
This guy
5 heads
shouts,
here.
"She's putting a shield on. She means business." So while you're
I'm
putting the
suddenly
shield
trying
on,
to take out my armor.
Kane raises his hands as if to say, "I have no part in this."
all right. Yeah, no more Mortrose and Kane have paid. So everybody roll initiative. They will fire at Lorelei. The 2 light crossbows. Fire at her. Miss. A crit. That one catches you in the chest. Nasty wound.
Is it bolt damage?
Yeah, it'd be 12. Lorelei takes a nasty hit from this guy. And this guy is still aimed at Meld, and he says, "Stand down, stand down. Just pay the money and move on."
We haven't fired. You have.
And we've got right initiative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's everybody. We roll that one. That one. Wow, everybody rolled low.
I'm hoping at some point I get a good roll that I don't need advantage to take advantage of.
Wonder why I didn't put a decimal point on the one guy. Okay, so Meld, you were the fastest or the quickest. What are you doing at this point? Lorelei's just been shot.
I'm taking out my bardiche wherever I hide it when I'm traveling. And
That is a good question.
I just assumed I used like a walking stick. Either way, I'm gonna
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna run up there and slash this guy in front of me.
This guy will take his ready shot at you because he was aimed at you. Wow, you would have felt the wind off of that, but it's a miss.
Alright, I'm gonna take my slash.
Yep, and you drop him in one hit.
And I'm gonna take the butt end to the other guy. There we go.
And you crack him a good one with that. Crack him in the knee,
And-
he howls in pain.
With Horde Breaker, I'll take a third shot at him.
I thought Hordebreaker was one more against another person within reach.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah, I already hit this guy though.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Is it limited to 5 feet or is it reach of weapon?
I believe it's reach a weapon. I can look that up really quick.
Yeah, I don't
Look.
remember.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Different
but-
creature that is within 5 feet of the original target and within range of your weapon.
Okay.
And with so it's five. It's both. It's 5 feet and the weapon.
Yeah.
Wow, that's limiting. Let me see it for myself. That way it sticks in my head. The same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. So yeah, within of the original target and within range of your weapon. So yeah, if there were another guy like here, within 5 feet of him and 10 feet of you, the bardiche still has some effect. Yeah, but in this case, no.
Alright.
Okay, it was a miss anyway.
That's it for my turn.
All right, Kane, go ahead.
I call out to the guy up ahead, hey man, I paid. I have no part in this.
He says, "You, get on past."
All
Move
right,
it.
So then I will move. Let's see, I can go 25 in this direction.
He does kind of keep his crossbow aimed kind of at you and kind of at Andrews. He's not sure. He's got his back in this direction. Kind of keeping
And
both of you in
then
front as you pass.
I wink up Tros as I continue doing this.
Make a deception or stealth with that wink. See if he sees it. Now he's pointing the crossbow at you.
I say
says-
easy there, buddy. That's my lady friend.
He says, "The two of you move on and be quick about it."
Fine.
Is that all you do, King?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Mortros.
She'll momentarily pretend to move on, going around here and over to there. And then she'll go, nobody's dying on my watch today, and cast a twin spell, both at this guy and this guy.
Okay.
That was... There it is. And the damage type will be acid.
Okay, so the first one was the guy up top. Acid splatters over him and sizzles. He howls in pain. And roll again for the guy in the south. Does that hit? That does hit. Sizzles against his leather
Nice.
armor is what they wear. They both sizzle and howl in pain, and they both are going to fire their crossbows at you. Ouch. A crit on Mortros. As you turn to hit the second guy, he shoots you in the neck, almost in the throat, and the other guy misses.
I don't see the damage rolls or anything.
I don't either.
Ah, that's okay, sorry. Thanks for telling me. Hadn't used this guy yet and haven't fixed his stuff. That's fixed. It was a crit. 22 was the attack roll. and he actually rolled a 9 and a 10 on his D10, so 19 total damage.
Ouch.
And yeah, it was a nasty hit.
And she yelps in pain, not having expected such a heavy blow. And doesn't look good.
Yep. Blood splatters out. It is his turn. This one, he reloads. Tries to reload real quick. Anders, you haven't moved, so he's taking that shot at Montrose again. Says something derogatory and misses. This guy up here says, "Some girlfriend," reloads and takes a shot at her as well. Also misses. This guy down here on the cliff is going to, he's loaded, he sees Meld approaching, he's going to turn his attention to Meld, take a shot, and miss. And there were two more hiding in the bushes. Sleep out now. He's going to take a shot at Montrose, but you do have cover because of the this cliff right here.
Gotcha.
With the cover, that still hits. Throw a shield up. All right.
Yep.
Good idea. Arrow, the bolt plinks off of that shield, and Anders.
All right. Let me pop Shield of Faith on Montrose real quick. And then let's change that. And then I will turn to this guy and pop Ray of Sickness on him and do that.
Nice. Okay, so it deals the damage and then he makes a save against being poisoned. All right.
Yep.
Got the damage. Con save. He makes the save and is not poisoned.
And then I will move back towards the, I guess towards the money pile. I don't know where else to move. Yeah.
He shouts at you, "You'll pay for that! Get away from my money!" What? As he vomits into his mouth.
Bring your tiny balls over here and take it yourself.
Lorelei, you have your shield on.
Yes. I'm gonna come in here and throw a javelin at that guy right here.
That hits, buries into his guts, and he drops with an oof to the ground and doesn't get back up.
And that's it.
Uranus.
Uranus will pull out his rapier and jump over to there and try to skewer that guy. Finally, the rolls are starting to turn around.
You stab him in the guts. He howls in pain, writhes around for a moment, and doesn't get back up.
Will that bush count as cover?
No, I didn't count it as cover for him.
Okay,
His
then
attacks
I'm
would
gonna
pretty
do
well
it.
go through it.
Then I will dash to there.
Okay. All right, this one up here on the cliff. He's going to take a shot at Anders, clear a shot. He says, "I'll avenge you, little balls." And takes a shot. Let me move that gold pile to the back. I'll be clicking it. Takes a shot. Misses. And you guys killed the others. Meld.
And I'll run up to this guy and attack him. And
Swipe, he ducks it.
try again with the butt end.
That one hits. Crack him one.
And I'll do a trip on him.
Okay. More damage. Strength save. You knocked him prone.
And that's it.
Kane.
About how far down is the cliff that this guy ahead of me is standing on?
It's like 10 feet to here, but where he's at, 20 feet.
It's not really fatal enough. Alright, so I'll make it look like I'm sneaking past him, but at this point I will draw both of my cutlasses and attack twice.
You have the dual wielder feat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do both. Cool. Alright, the first slash misses, the second one hits, glancing. Just nicks him.
Alrighty.
Alright, Martros.
She will hop down here, or just walk around, try and get some cover in the rocks, and flick her wand over here. No, I think he's gonna run. She'll flick her wand at the guy she can see by the bush here.
Okay.
Cast ghostly hand and everything.
That hits. You rot away a little of his pinky. He shakes his hand, winces in pain. Is that it for Martros?
That's for sure.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to start with this one up here with Kane. He throws his crossbow down and he says, "I told you to just leave well enough alone." He pulls a mace out from his belt and starts trying to beat you about the head and shoulders with it.
Cry baby.
Hit, and he actually has 2 with a melee weapon. Second one's a miss. But he saw you eyeing the cliff and he's gonna circle. It's not that dumb. This one, yep, he's gonna drop that crossbow, shaking his hand in pain. He whips out a mace as he approaches Anders and starts trying to beat you about the head and shoulders. First one misses, second one hits, a glance.
Ouch.
Hey, stop that. And then Meld, this one stands up, whips out his mace, and starts trying to club you. Hit. Minor hit, and then a major hit. He hits you once in the stomach with an oof, and then he cracks you one hard on the back of the head.
Let me make my concentrations.
Yes.
Save.
Concentration. Thanks for being honest. Cool. You're good? Alright, Anders.
Interesting predicament that I'm in at this moment in time. I'm just gonna go all out. Inflict wounds. Let's do it. Last 2 spell points.
That hits.
Yeah.
You grab him in the side, it withers away, or however you would describe it looking. Necrotic damage.
I would describe it as black, smoky tendrils wrapping around him.
He howls in pain but does not die. His teeth are clenched and he looks more determined to beat the crap out of you.
Good. Welcome, death, my friend.
Nice. That's it, right?
Yep.
Lorelei. And Aranis, you're on deck.
Get right next to Meld. Sit there and take my long sword and slice his frickin' head off.
You catch him in the clavicle and draw it across, and it's a pretty nasty wound, but you do not behead him. He stumbles and blood sprays, but he doesn't
I
die.
stick my foot on his chest and try and get my sword back out of his clavicle.
Yeah, you got your sword back out. You draw it across, trying to cut.
Nice.
Uh,
Is that it?
yeah.
That's all you can do, I think. Arenas?
I step out, I drop my rapier, pull out my light crossbow, and shoot that guy. By Anders.
Okay, there's your rapier. You do shoot him. That was a good hit. You hit him in that soft spot just below the sternum, and he gives an oof. Blood splatters out. He seems more doubtful about continuing to fight, but he's not dead.
Dude, those guys are tough.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, then I jump back behind my rock.
For what it's worth, this is straight out of the module, random generated. This isn't me. Bandit. Bandit. It's Bandit's turn. He's going to take a shot. Mortros and Arenas are behind cover, but Anders is not. He's going to take that shot at his clear target. He misses.
Wink at him.
He shouts, "Jeff, get out of there! Don't get yourself killed. It's not worth it." Meld.
I'm gonna try to finish this beheading on this guy.
You slip on the blood splatter. Have trouble,
I
and
can-
you do a moment of windmilling to not fall off the cliff there. Grand advantage.
I'm gonna clumsily try to hit him in the back.
You do.
Butt
Crack
end.
him in the back. The butt end. He still does not die.
And I'm going to menace him with my clumsy attacks.
Clumsy ways. Wisdom save. All right. He seems a little more doubtful about his prospects of winning. We'll do the bleeding eye for fear.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Kane.
Kane continues the dance of death with this bandit. So he steps here and then attacks twice again.
Hit.
Oof.
2 good slashes. Some blood splatters out. But he still thinks he can win it.
I suggest you run.
I don't know if I zoomed him in. I didn't zoom him in. You got this guy. Obviously a rough looking character, and this guy who's up to no good. Alright, make your intimidate, Kane. Okay. Mortros. We'll see what he does on his turn. Go ahead, Mortros.
Oh boy.
That's a little bit of your blood splatter right there, by the way, Mortros.
She will go forward, and as she does so, she says, "I am a daughter of dragon blood. Run now or you will all die." And casts another twin spell at the both of them. Oh, I think this one's just out of range.
Sure.
So it'll be both to the one near him.
I can give you an aura of 30 feet. He is in range. You can hit him.
Gotcha. Nice. So, twin spell. And that's for the top one.
Yeah, first one on the top. That hits. What's the damage type? Acid?
Yeah, sorry. It's acid again.
Okay. That one catches
So,
him square
see-
in the head. His, what does that look like?
For everyone else, she basically shoots, she flicks a wand twice and 2 small green orbs jot out and splash on them, covering them in acid.
The one to the north, you catch him in the head. His flesh melts away. Both of his eyes pop. His hair sizzles to nothing, and so does the flesh of his skull. For a moment, you see a bloody red skull before he drops into a pile.
And that's for the other one.
And the second one, same thing.
And that's her turn.
All right. Kane, this one is going to make a morale check. He thinks he can take you. He hasn't noticed what's going on to the south. Thinks he's going to have reinforcements. He'll keep trying to beat you with a mace. Miss. Miss. But he will keep circling with you. And this one down here is going to make a morale check. He says, to hell with this, and he throws the mace at you guys' legs, trying to distract you as he turns and runs. This does provoke. He didn't do a disengage. Yep, the both of you stab him in the back. He gets to right here and dies as you both stab him at the same time. Anders.
Alright. I'm going to move this way. Do I see their little struggle
Yeah.
going
It's
on
just-
up there?
Yep, just up the hill from you.
How much cover does he have?
Half,
Yeah.
just for the verticalness of this.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chilling Touch, I think is what it's called. Chill Touch.
All right, you have rotted a toe.
Woohoo!
He hops up and down on one foot.
Yeah, that's right. Taking your big toe. And that's it.
Lorelei.
Unmute myself. Well, there's 3 bodies here. Definitely gonna loot them. And just do a medicine check on Meld and see if he needs any help.
Okay, you can roll the medicine check.
You see me
Um,
pulling maggots out of a pouch.
Cool. I don't.
It's wisdom medicine. Meld looks just about exactly as wounded as you are.
Oh. Oh, we're good.
Mhm.
All right. So then,
So- Looting the bodies.
yep.
That'd be an action.
And watch him pull the maggots out and see them squirm.
Yep, Uranus.
Would picking up the rapier and resheathing it be 1 or 2 actions?
2.
Okay. In that case, I am just going to leave it there for now.
Yep, that's why I put him on the board, because yeah, it matters. Until you get Thief Fast Hands feature, if you're going that way.
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Okay, there's that. I am dashing with my amazing speed. Now I'm going to take a shot at that guy with my crossbow.
Okay. Kane does offer cover, but you still hit. During their battle, he bends over in pain, clutching at his foot, and you shoot him through the side of the head, and he dies.
I am so glad I have my cunning actions again. Or finally.
Very handy. Yep. No further enemies present themselves. You guys have won the battle.
Kane takes the bandana off of the man's neck and wears it around his own.
Are you wearing an
Mel
ascot?
takes this one.
Where did you put the scarf, Kane? I didn't catch it.
No, he wears it around his own neck now.
Isn't it, so you do have an ascot? Awesome. Do you have it up over your mouth the way he did?
No, it's
Just an
loose
ascot.
around the neck. Yeah.
Just an
Alright.
ascot.
Just an ascot. Cool. All right. Yep. You guys see Meld smash a handful of maggots into his wound. It was actually on the back of your head. That crack. If I remember right. All right.
Orchos is going to take a sit down against the cliffs here. Just being silent for now.
I'm gonna pick
Uranus
up the
makes a
money
beeline
and-
to get that sword.
Throw Portros hers back and go give Kane his.
Okay, let me make sure that I have what everyone spent.
I
It's
didn't
payment.
spend anything. I made an
Didn't spend
illusion.
any. Yes, I understand.
Oh.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure. So you're trying to give somebody else's money away.
Oops.
Mine was just 10 measly copper.
That's right.
Ah. Well.
Which was the 1 silver. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're got your 10 copper back. Mel, you lost 10 gold down the cliff, but you can recover the other 20.
I will do so.
How many crossbow bolts would these guys have altogether?
Let me check.
Because I definitely would like a few extras.
There were
Kane
6.
Mortros
So I'm gonna
looks completely beaten and battered. She does not look good at all.
in all, there are 50 bolts across all the bodies.
Does anyone else want any?
I don't have a bow. So no, I don't.
They had maces. The grayish-looking guys had scimitars. Rusty scimitars, barely serviceable. They all wore leather armor. Be rat-eaten and dirty.
You said rusty scimitars?
Yes.
I want a couple of those.
Okay.
I will pick up a mace myself.
That's fine. Maces are serviceable.
This, other than not being pretty, the scimitars are fine, right?
Yeah, they function.
Okay.
Just
Just
very
making sure.
plain. You guys search the bodies and find, well, I assume, since you're picking items up, are you also going through their pockets?
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
why not?
Well, yeah, Lorelei already said she's looting.
Yeah. They're dead. They don't need it.
In total, one of them had 13 gold in his pouch. He was the leader, clearly, taking bounty. They did have one successful bounty before you guys. The rest had coppers and silvers. In all, 16 gold, 1 silver, 3 copper. Totaling it up, of course, it'd be a lot more copper than anything, but that's the total. So divided 6 ways is 2 gold, 6 copper, or 6 silver, and 9 copper.
Eat.
Gotcha.
So Martrose, Lorelei, Kane, Uranus, Anders, Meld. And XP. That was worth 63 XP.
Oh, eat. I like it.
Martrose, Kane, Lorelei, Uranus, Anders, Meld.
Kane would like to expend his lay on hands. 8 points for Mortros and 2 for me.
Okay.
She mutters a word of thanks, but she clearly looks wounded still.
It's an emotional wound that doesn't heal.
It was 42 gold for that armor, right, Uranus?
42.
It was
Did
45.
she give me?
No, it was 43 total for it.
Okay. I
Yeah,
think
'cause
that's
she
what
gave
I.
you 2 back. Yeah, I forgot to
I
put it
think-
on there. Yeah, you didn't have 10 gold.
I still don't have 10 gold.
You still don't have 10 gold. Put everything you had into that armor.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, it paid off. You look fantastic. With everyone around you spilling their guts all over the ground.
So how deep
Speaking
is
of
that
which-
cliff?
Speaking of which, Kane, as you healed the wound, you probably saw some trace of what looked like black on her skin.
She's a vampire killer. Alright. Anders is just gonna put a little black mark on each one of their foreheads and then dump them over the cliffside.
All right.
Bodies nice and easy.
Meld
I'd like
is
to
Yeah.
rip all their jaws off first.
I'll let Lorelei do that. And I'll make a little remark. So you're starting your own jaw collection.
Not keeping them. These are trash. They just don't need to be attached.
What do you do with them then?
Smash them.
I'll detach the rest of the head.
Man after my own heart.
All right. It's a nice. That's a nice bloody scene there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws and head detachments and unceremoniously dumping them down the cliff.
Yep. I'll go ahead and offer a rag to help clean his barista. Oh, I almost said barista.
Meld
Clean
will
as
start
a beast.
rolling around.
What'd you say?
Meld starts rolling around in the blood.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Right on.
Oh
Well.
god.
Well,
I'm pretty impressed at this point. I think I'll stick to you.
I am not. I draw a line.
Weak-hearted.
I draw a line.
Pretty impressed. Savor the victories.
Just so. That was the afternoon roll, right?
Yep.
All right. It is fourth day of in the evening. You guys arrive. I am going to take an AFK.
Yeah.
Is it getting too late for anyone? I need to drop out.
What time is it?
It's 11. My
I
time.
would like to spend a hit die then.
Yep. You guys have a short rest. You can spin hit die.
Awesome.
Oh man, I used all my spells on that encounter. That's unfortunate.
While everyone else is resting, Uranus will play on his lute and just make pretty music.
The prettiest.
That doesn't do a thing, does it?
Not a bit.
No. That's all right.
I am a rogue, not a bard.
Yep. I wasn't sure actually. I hadn't checked. All right. Everybody's sticking around for a little bit. Okay, cool. I'll take a
Alright.
quick AFK and be right back. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Oh.
No comments on the dragon blood. I like it.
Nah, we've already seen weirder things. It's fine. I don't think dragon blood is gonna shock most people here.
You
Let's
got
be
a
honest.
blood maggot covered guy with a barbiche.
Yeah. We witnessed a snake sacrificial ceremony last night. Well, what? For the 3 nights ago now? 4 nights ago? I think you're alright. You can be fine.
Except Meld, who was like just talking a few days before on how he wanted to smack a dragon in the face.
I'm sure he meant a dragon, not a dragon-blooded person. There's a difference there.
Not a 20 charisma half-elf woman.
Exactly. See, there we go.
As we rest, Mild searches for more maggots.
Damn it, Mel.
Sticks them in his pocket.
Although I think Morbrose is pretty close.
So it would be about 5 p.m. Sun is going down. I forgot to roll weather each day, but that's okay. Sun is going down when you guys arrive.
All right. Well, are we going to knock on the gate, I guess? Is that... Are we going to
Ranos
proceed
will
with
run up
this?
and knock on the gate and see if anyone's home.
All
I
right.
said I want food.
You pound
I
on the
want a
gate.
bed.
A slat opens up at about 4.5 feet in height, and you see a bristling mustache and a pair of squinty eyes glaring out at you. Yeah, what do you want?
We heard you had some trouble, and so we've come up to help.
What kind of trouble you bringing to my gate?
We're not bringing
None
any
of-
trouble. We're just coming to help fix problems.
We're all out. We already got some. Don't need any more.
No, you aren't understanding. We're here about the spiders.
You hear a muffled conversation that seems fairly urgent, and the door starts to creak open. Well, why didn't you say so? Get your asses in here. Spider killers. All right. Here, let me remove the gate.
I can tell this is going to go swell already.
I'll pat Aranis on the back. And be like, after you.
You got this guy. This guy was the one you were talking to originally. And then you got this guy
Oh, he's handsome.
who was seems more stern and is looking at the other one like, you idiot, why'd you keep him out? These are spider killers here. Welcome, welcome, spider killers.
This
Oh,
sucks.
thank you. Thank you so much. Hello.
He says, my name is Sanzir. I am captain of the guard here. Nope. Yep, well, he introduces himself as that. This guy over here says, you ain't captain of the guard. Quit your lies. He says,
Well,
Thakar, I'll have your beard. You keep talking like that. Sanzir says, well, I'm captain of this gate anyway. Draws himself up.
you're not so sexy anymore.
Well, Captain, do you have a place we could rest for the evening and maybe some place we could get some food?
He looks Lorelei up and down and he says, you ain't so sexy either, One Eye.
Say it to my face closer.
He says, turn the good side to me and maybe I will. And he
I'll
says,
step a little closer and bump into it with my shield. You may have one eye soon if you don't watch your mouth.
he chest bumps you right back.
Hey, we're not here to threaten anyone.
And
The other dwarf steps in, trying to keep it separated. He says, oh, what happened to Spider Slayers? Come on now, Sanzir. Come on now. Settle down.
You're
And,
both equally ugly.
Look who's talking.
Sanzir also
Sure.
turns on you and spits at your feet.
Couture.
Oh,
Big talk for an
please do
elfling.
try and take a joke. We've had a long journey. So,
Thakad says,
can
he
you
steps
please
forward.
answer a question?
He says,
is
"My
there any
name's
lodging?
my name's Thakad, and yes, we have lodgings, we have hot food, we have cold beer. Don't let Sanzir rub you wrong. Follow me." Sanzir glares at you guys as you leave. Thakad takes the lead. He takes you to this building. When he gets to here, he shouts. You see other dwarves guarding the other gates. He says, up there, northeast, you'll see Thakar. He's the real captain of the guard here. That's this guy. And he says, and there's Threnarv. And he lowers his voice, says, take it easy on her. She lost her husband in the mines recently. That's her. Kane, you may actually recognize her. You gave her a reading during Market Day.
Oh, I remember her.
And you all see, he points over to the other gate. I don't know if you guys are far enough to be able to see. He goes, there's Tharker and Ziri. And they guard the inner gate where the nobility lay. He spits on the floor. He says, on the ground, nobility. Feh, as if dwarves needed such a thing. But one of them will come down and talk to you, I'm sure, to negotiate terms. Come on in, and takes you into their inn. It's a fairly simple place made out of heavy timber wood. The food is also very simple. Thakad prepares it for you guys. It's cold mutton and ale. He says, he starts lighting up the fire though, and he says, I'll warm that meat up for you. I promised you hot food.
We appreciate it. And after dinner, I'd be more than happy to play my lute and give you fine, hard-working folks some entertainment.
Now you're talking. He says the others will be happy to hear that. Things have been pretty tense around here lately. Been a lot of traffic come through, head in, and not come back out.
Well, we are here to help, and the sooner we get accommodated for our long rest, the sooner we can solve your problems.
Well, you guys sit and have your dinner.
Meld will have his mutton cold.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay. These are the two. Three actually. There we go. Tharker comes down from the upper keep. This is Tharker. Escorting two dwarves who wear fine jewelry and robes. He introduces Lord Undine and Lady Glenane.
She's beautiful.
Amazing.
She is. You can tell by the looks on the other dwarves' faces that she's the popular one around here. It's the beard.
Yeah.
So they're in the mess hall with you guys. It's a very simple mess hall. It's not like a tavern or anything that nice. And Undine and Glenane come in and they say, welcome, Spider Slayers, welcome. We were hoping Dornan would send someone very soon. Who speaks for you? Who is your leader?
I'm afraid we have all come here on, in search of clearing this bounty. We haven't traveled together too often except for the last couple of days. Though I will do my best to speak for them if that is what they wish.
Meld says, where are the spiders? Smash spiders.
Undine and Glenane half-heartedly listen to Mortrose and when Meld speaks up, they say, "Ah, yes, we will speak with you." Glenane looks puffy. Her eyes look puffy and red. Undine says, "We lost several miners in a recent breakthrough to an old cavern system, and we had a spider infestation. Several of the miners were lost, and Glenane's husband was one of them. We're willing to pay for recovery so we can give them proper burials. We will give you guys 1 gold piece for each corpse that you can bring back out of the mines, in addition to the bounty that I'm sure you're following up on to get here for spider legs. Pay that as well." And he says, "If that goes well, Desans might actually come down out of her ivory tower and speak with you. There's another situation. You know, we dwarves, we're no strangers to spiders in our mines. That's something we normally could handle, but the break was into a very old section of caverns, and some dark ones came through." He holds his hands up. He says, "Before you ask, I don't know any more than that. A couple of the miners said something about it, went back in, and we never heard from them again. So all we have is the word Dark Ones. We don't know what it means, but that did trigger a bit of an investigation all the way out at Waterdeep. A bunch of Ogmite clerics came in with their guard and headed in looking for some old ruins. They said dwarven ruins, but beats me what they were after. We haven't heard from them either. If you find any clues as to their whereabouts, we'd be interested to find out."
Kill dark ones and spiders, I got it. Meld raises his
Dana.
bloody bardies.
Oh, yeah, Zam. Your Bardiche, I don't know that you really could stow it. You can have that out as a walking stick, that's fine. Probably misspoke on that one. Dana, that's the bounty that you missed.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah. That's why I really didn't have much
You had
of an
no
answer
idea.
when he asked me at the gate. I'm like, although with the perception roll he rolled earlier, it seems pretty fitting that he had no clue of what's going on.
Yeah, it all fits.
My
Yeah,
nice little
that's-
crit fail.
Yeah, been a lot of those. At least they weren't death saves.
True.
Alright, so
Meld will ask if there will be a spider leg feast afterwards.
Ooh.
Undine frowns and he says, "Once we've paid you for the legs, you can do what you'd like with them."
Great.
Will you be heading in tonight?
I would like a rest, personally.
It's up to you guys, but I'd like to
The
go
spiders aren't going anywhere. I mean,
A tear drops from Glenane's eye. She says, "I can wait another day. I've waited this long to get my husband back."
now. Meld
how
sighs.
Damn it.
Meld sighs and says, "Violence can never wait."
Rhinus is good to go. He doesn't care.
Well,
Of course,
Have we
Rhinus never
just
got
fought
hit.
the bandits, or has it been some time?
The bandit battle happened at about 2 p.m. It is now 6 p.m.
Ah,
yeah.
I could use a quick
Spellcasters.
rest, but if you insist, I can tag along.
What's this rest I keep hearing of?
No rest then. Alright.
Undine pounds a fist onto the table. "Professional spider slayers. See, I told you. They'll be worth every penny." He doesn't say that to anyone in particular. But Tharker and Thakad both approve. Alright. He will go and open the... Undine here will go and open the heavy bound gate leading into the mines. They had battened it down, of course, so that no spiders would get out, or dark ones.
before we head in, Kane says sorry or apologizes for the loss of the dwarf woman's husband and offers another palm reading.
To this one, make your persuasion. She wipes at her nose. You can see her lip quiver a little, but she tries everything she can do to not cry and holds her hand out.
Kane notices a scratch on her heart line, which is sort of indicative of what had happened to her husband, and says, while this is true, there's also your success line is pretty prominent. Things are going to get better.
She pulls her hand back from you and gives you a sour look, and she says, if you see it now, why didn't you see it 4 days ago? And she spits at your feet.
The threads of fate are a very difficult thing to weave, ma'am. I'm sure the efforts of me and my party will offer, while not enough, some penance.
Thakar throws an arm over her shoulder, shoots you a dirty look, and escorts her away.
Oh. If you only saw more in the future.
Clairvoyance really come in handy right now.
Yeah. How
They
sad.
go back to their posts. You know. But she never cries, Threnarv. Alright, Undine, up here is the mine entrance. Undine will open the way for you. And yeah, it's not this map, of course. I'll be moving you guys to a better map. Undine retires back to his tower, as does Glenane. There's a... You guys can't quite see it, but there's a big round... So there's an inner wall here that you can see, and then there's a big tower inside the inner keep there. So let me grab you guys. And we will go in.
Yay.
It's getting too late for anybody?
Oh man. Maybe Anders should take a rest and recuperate his magic. Wink, wink.
Anders says, screw you guys, I'm going home. Alright, well, if anybody is watching on Twitch or is around, we can roll off, have somebody else jump in.
Sorry,
Some-
guys.
Yep, I figured it was getting close for you.
Yep. It's always gets to that point around this time. I apologize. It was fun though. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm sure somebody will be thanking you here shortly.
Nope, here's Eddie.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. I'll
Is
play
there
the
a
sound
forge here?
just in case.
In
Of
this-
course, it's a dwarf fortress. Sorry.
I don't know. Right. But why don't I start working? I'll talk to the forge master and start working on my weapon, I guess, while they're doing their thing.
Make a persuasion check. See if they'll let you touch their forge.
Please let me touch your forge.
Oh, naughty.
Grudgingly, they'll let you work the forge, but it's this guy here. He's got his arms crossed over his chest and giving you that look the entire time. He basically stands not even 2 feet from you, and everything you're doing, he's just standing there watching you like a hawk.
Breathing over your shoulder.
Yep. Yep. His breath smells like garlic and foot.
You're doing it wrong. I know what I'm doing. You're doing it wrong. Shut
No.
up.
He offers you no advice, but he will every now and then anytime you do something that he doesn't like, he goes, but no, he will offer you no advice.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I have smith's tools and a knowledge of what I'm doing. So
Yep.
there we go. All right. Good night, guys.
All right, thanks for playing.
Yep,
Good
thank
night.
you.
Later, dude.
you want to throw Eddie in? He's the only one that rolled.
Get there. Eddie needs to get into Skype.
I'm gonna crunch a couple chips real quick while you do that.
Jeez, drop them.
Hey, D.
Hello, everyone. Oh, give me a sec.
I can hear some background from you.
Yeah, I had to switch headsets. I have one for nice and comfort listening, and another one for actual talking.
Whoops.
Cool, no problem. Okay,
I
real
won't
quick,
stop.
Eddie. Come up with a
Yeah.
reason why you're at the Gold Tooth Mine, because you're doing an intro here.
Crap, because that's way up in the mountains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I can
then.
try to help you out. Maybe you were traveling between towns and night caught you and you looked for a place to find some. You saw the lights from the castle, maybe?
Yeah, I guess that works. I'm just probably gonna be stumbling through the forest, being like, damn, where the fuck did Bjorn go? Having me travel along this barren land for a couple days.
Oh, that's right. You and Bjorn were going to be a duo.
Uh-huh.
You and Bjorn were also accosted by bandits on the road and refusing to pay, of course. No adventurer in the history of D&D has ever paid bandits for their toll. So the two of you got separated as you both split up and ran for it.
Mm-hmm.
And following the Skyrim rule, you saw on your compass the tower symbol off in the distance, so you followed that and found Gold Tooth Mines.
Just enough to discover it, and then wander somewhere else.
So let's back up a step then. Out here, because what happens is you would have come to this gate. Okay, you are
Oh.
here.
Yeah.
All right. Let me actually just pull you in. So here's what happens. These two let you in. Well, let's back up. Let's just do the whole thing here real quick. I'm going to take this off. There we go. They're not evil. They wouldn't just leave you out there to die to the wolves. They can tell. Thekar says to Threnarv, he says, go ahead and open the gate. We can't leave him to the wolves. He clearly wouldn't survive the night.
Mm-hmm.
So they let you in.
I'll thank them profusely in Dwarvish.
You get a lot of points of respect for that.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, thank you guys. If there's anything I can do, I can even work for the night if you want me to. I just appreciate the shelter that you gave me, and I guess that's what I'll say.
Okay, go ahead and jump in through the wall there and get between them. So I'm going to close the door again. There we go, thanks. Yeah, while you're talking, they're basically ushering you through because it is dusk and they want that gate closed. You can tell security here is pretty tight. You see the crowd out there kind of gathered up in the courtyard area. And of course, they see you. So, introduction time. Take it away.
Okay, so Roran Aldemir is a half-elf. He's 5'11", tan. As you can see, wears red armor, like red arm guards and shin guards. You can tell by his little jumpsuit that he's usually just like a traveling merchant. But he has a propped up axe on his back. Doesn't really do much, but is there to intimidate any bandits. And the knife is also just an added factor to show that he's a little bit tough. So you're surprised, you'll notice that he'll start fighting actually bare-handed, just like a monk would. But you can tell that he doesn't have these graceful actions that a normal monk would from a monastery. He's more of a brawler than anything. He has a pendant on his neck for Joaquin, the merchant god, and I don't have an image for that yet, but I will pull up one soon
Let me
enough.
see if I can get one real quick. Keep going. No, nothing
Okay.
came up.
He usually has just this kind of slight grin to himself. You're not sure if it's anything aggressive or if he's trying to be happy. It's just always there. It's a weird smirk. And I guess the last thing would be if he was looking for someone and saw him across the room, he'd probably wave at them, but with a more serious and straight face, wondering what they want. That's out of merchant characteristic. If he's like a merchant, he sees someone passing by, he's going to smile and try to coerce them into buying his stuff.
And what sort of goods do you carry to sell?
He is a jeweler by trade, and he does have some proficiency in smithing, but right now he just carries jeweler's tools because carrying a forge around with you would be ridiculous.
No. Okay. Jewelers. Kit. Okay. Cool. So no actual goods that you're carrying right now, maybe between towns, since that's clearly where you're at, between towns. Thakar and Threnarv, which are the two dwarves there, kind of flank you as you come in. And they say, you did mention working off your stay. Well, you are in luck. The way you're armed and armored. We got a team of professional spider slayers headed into the mine to clear it out. Maybe you could tag along.
Spiders. Wasn't the type of work I was looking for, but you guys saved me from the wild out there, so I might as well pay it back. And then I guess he'll take this time to walk over to the group and just sort of saying, it looks like I'm coming with you guys. And yeah.
Alright. So this is where Undine will go and unlock the mine entrance, and well, he looks trustworthy. Might as well take him with you. Oh, you guys are doing the chat log. Cool.
Uranus will introduce himself. Say welcome to the group, and try not to get yourself killed.
Yeah, I don't plan on it. I got a friend that's looking for me right about now.
Where is he? Is he shortly behind you?
You know the roads. Bandits came, we got separated. If you see a giant, not so good looking hulk of a man with a sword on his back, you probably found the right guy. Anyways, what's this whole talk about spiders?
Mel the moment.
Meld will flick some blood at you and say, we took care of those bandits.
I'm not sure which bandits you took care of. I must have missed those.
Yeah, I'm thinking he came in a different road. He did come in and find a different gate. We might have to go bandit hunting once we get rid of all the spiders.
I like the sound of that.
Undine chuckles hearing you guys say that, and he says, well, you could retire off of that. You'd be in the hills the rest of your life. But more power to you. I'm all in favor of it.
Yeah, everyone's probably going to say, I'm not so sure I want to be hiking around for the rest of my life.
Well, there's no use waiting around. We got spiders waiting for us.
Undine
Lead
agrees.
on, Mel.
And ushers you guys into the mines. Here we go. Ping. Let me change things up here just a little bit.
It's a bit dark.
You think?
It became
I
full
remember
night while you
this
guys
map.
were out there. So it is very dark.
Well, I'm pretty sure in the mine it doesn't matter if it's day or night. It's just dark.
Well, I was just thinking,
Yeah.
the entryway, but there's no ambient light even coming into the entryway. You are right, it is dark in there. Oh yeah, Eddie, you know this map. Damn it.
Yep.
I thought I could recycle it.
Weren't you also playing a monk in this map?
Yep.
This is
Damn
the
it.
map that I got put to sleep on.
Yeah. That was fun. So,
Stupid sorcerer.
Ochos will take out a torch, wave her hand over it, and it lights a flame.
alright, let me get a torch set up.
Mel's happy the magical lady can make fire.
And I set you guys just where I thought you might be. You can move yourself to wherever you want to be in the group, but that is the entryway. There is a mine cart right there at the entrance, and I'll give you some math on it so you know how it works. The cart, pushing the cart is an action and requires a strength check to move at half your speed. You can see there is a lever there on the ground that turns the turntable. That's how you turn the cart, and then pulling that lever is an action. No, that'd be interact with the environment because you're just pulling a lever. The cart has enough room for 2 medium-sized creatures and offers half cover to creatures inside. The torch is on the front, but your token will always be over top of
Yeah.
the torch.
Alright, it's on a...
It looks on top to everybody except you. Yeah, let's do some initiative.
They did say something about dead bodies or something, dragging them out, cold, whatever.
Yeah, it was bringing them back out for proper burial, I believe.
Can I decapitate those guys?
Well, of course.
Oh,
They were that way when we got them.
I realize they don't have initiative on this sheet.
Bottom.
It's
Oh,
a
it's
macro.
the gear icon. The settings.
It's also in your character sheet.
If you use the sheet, it is in there, but if you don't, it's one of the macros across the
Figure.
bottom. If you have
Yeah.
your macro bar on, you have to activate it though.
Same
Oh,
place
yeah.
you find where you're rolling attributes.
Ochos will go... I suggest we all stick together. Meld is taking the lead, then we'd better follow him. We don't know how many passages this mine may have, so may keep a lookout for signs of those missing dwarves. Otherwise, follow the webs, I suppose.
There we go. What's your initiative roll?
Yeah, I didn't have it on the actual macro for the character sheet.
That's fine. As long as you're on the board. Get a turn counter on here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm probably just gonna move out like 20 feet and take a readied action. Just because I'm scoping out the area. Not sure what I'm gonna find, if anything is gonna jump on me.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Renus.
I will pull out my crossbow and just wait for somebody to get out of my way.
Okay.
So,
Ready? King?
Kane is going to stick with Mortraz because she's still kind of wounded. So he's just going to stand around.
No,
here.
she she looks perfectly fine after some risks she's had. No.
Oh wow. Then yeah, I'll take point-ish. And end the turn.
Okay. Kane, I gotta ask, what are your 2 icons there? Because those are for spell slots normally.
Oh, the yellow one is for the Sense Evil and the green one's for the spell slots.
Okay. Spell slots work like so. When you pop it open, you've got the red, blue, green going from left to right. Those are levels starting at level 1. So red is level 1 spells.
Okay.
There you go. And then the omnidirectional there is your Sense Evil. Now you're all legit. Cool. Mortros. So that was just a move, Kane, or ready?
I'll also ready it. I'll do the dodge too.
Dodge. Okay. That's the tower. Go ahead, Mortros.
Mortros is going to move behind Kane with the light, and then have a mage carry the torch a bit further. Mage hand. Just so people can see. It's now hovering with the mage hand in the middle of the corridor there.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Lorelei.
Well, everybody's. Is there room to pass them over here on the side?
You could squeeze through there, yeah.
That's
Jump
some
right on in
left
there.
chiller.
It's not difficult terrain, but you do get to know them pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and use perception to see what I see.
It's dark out there.
Yeah, you're telling me. But I do see something. Sorry, guys. I have my shield still and my sword, so I'm gonna go ahead. Is perception just as an action to do that, or?
It is an action. To do
Okay,
perception.
then I'll point my sword and mouth spider in that direction, and that's my turn.
Meld.
Meld is going to try to push the cart forward.
That is a strength check. Alright, you can push
Hey.
at half speed.
I want to use my ready quick and jump in.
Alright.
Alright, I'll push this 15 feet then.
Yep, I moved it 15 feet for you.
And that's it.
Roran.
Okay. Roran's using his ready to move out just 20 feet. And, damn, it's actually pretty fucking bright in here. He's gonna make a perception check looking for any 8-legged figures around.
Okay.
So... Oh, I still need to fix that.
Yeah, you're, it's not adding your wisdom mod either. But I see what you rolled on the d20, and that's good enough for me to keep going.
Actually, he just rolled 2, not a d20.
No, the whisper part worked. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty dark out there.
Alright, yeah, and that's it, my turn.
Alright. Aranis.
I am just going to ready a shot with my crossbow and continue to let Meld push me through here.
Kane.
Kane will take point in the center of the crossing here and say to the party, got a dead end to the south and more webs to ahead of us. I'm also gonna keep that dodge ready.
Okay. More Tros.
She will move up to her mage hand torch to take a look around, and then she'll ask, "Do you want me to burn the webs from a distance?"
Probably couldn't hurt. Though it might agitate the local residents.
Exactly, and perhaps that is what we want. I'll leave it up to you. Yes or no?
Go ahead and burn them.
Burn it all.
Burn it.
Very well. And she'll move
Fire's
her
always
mage
good.
hand to burn the webs in front here.
Okay.
Possibly the ones up there too, if I can do that.
Nope, just the ones to the south because you do have to make an attack roll with a torch, which is a
Gotcha.
non-proficient. So either strength or dex.
Oh, dex, please.
Your choice.
Uh,
It's improvised, so it's no proficiency bonus. And one
so
fire
D20
damage.
plus dex.
Yeah, you can just click dex or any just plain old
Yep,
dex
I'll
check.
do that. There
Yep,
we go.
you hit 2 fire damage actually. Crit, that web goes up pretty fast. Like so. And 2 spiders come scurrying out. I'm just gonna move them 15 so that the ready can do what they want to do.
I will take a shot. They're within 5 feet of somebody, right?
That's what they look like.
They're cute.
Yes, they're within 5 feet of Kane. And more Tros. Maybe even Roran.
I'll just aim me at the front one.
That is a miss. Small target.
If only I could get advantage somewhere. I've rolled great up for advantage almost every time.
And they basically have another 5 feet, so they just scurry on in there. That was their ready to move. Lost their webs and came scurrying forward. Lorelei. You're muted.
And try to get in there because tanks want to be in the front, squishies should be in the back. I guess I will walk like that. And I'm gonna bash this one first. Oh, only. Maybe not.
You trip over the railing of the mine cart tracks and grant advantage.
That's fine. I'll stand here and do what I do best.
Oh,
Mel's going to run up there, help his cart, and kill. And try and bring the Bardiche down on one of those spiders.
you squished a spider.
And then he's gonna try to smash together with the butt end.
And you splattered that spider.
Alright, do we see the spider that was pointed out in the north web by Mordros?
Oh, you're expecting more spiders in the other one?
I think it was Lorelei, right?
Or
I don't see any other spiders back behind me.
okay. And that'll be it. I'll move forward a little bit.
Well, I'll burn the other web so they don't jump out at us, so be on your guard for the little bastards.
It is Roran's turn.
Alright, then Roran's gonna move out just 16 feet, really slow, keeping cautious, and he's gonna have a ready action because he can't see anything yet. Yeah, I'm just waiting for anything to pop out.
Okay. You've got your ready. These two use their readied. Kind of irrelevant. They come scurrying out from their webs at you.
Alright, then I'm smashing it.
Meld will try to get one.
Roran, you squish one of them. Meld, you miss the other one. And the one will try to bite you, Roran. You missed.
Yeah. That the actual box that showed up, it looks really weird.
I noticed that too. It
Everything's to
took
the
me a
right.
minute. Yeah, I'll clean that up because yeah,
Yeah, that's no problem.
it didn't display quite right. Something wrong with it. It's the first time I've used him.
Mhm.
So miss. Uranus.
Oh, since he's missing out on all the fun, he'll go ahead and stow his crossbow, make his way up here, and I guess use his action to pull out his rapier.
Okay. Kane.
Alright, what would the roll be to stomp a spider?
It would be an unarmed attack, which everyone is
All right.
proficient with.
And so I'll move to the side here and attempt to stomp that spider. Is that strength?
Yes. You can just roll strength, and I'll add 2 for proficiency. You hit, and you squish the spider.
Alright. That'll be it.
Artros.
She will move to, well, this, the left side has that barricade, doesn't want to set everything on fire just yet, so as she's moving the mage hand to burn the web next to them here, she asks, which way are we going exactly?
West. Straight.
Fine by me.
Okay.
And she'll stay where she is for now.
Artros, being careful not to hit Kane or Roran with the torch, and you miss the web.
Alright, that's fine.
And by the way, Kane, make a dexterity save with advantage, because you got into that web a little bit there. Just at the edge. See how much of it you got into. Yeah, it's Lorelei's turn. While Kane makes that dex save.
Oops. Hold on. Shit. I'll go ahead and come here and use my sword to slice through the webbing so nobody else gets stuck in it.
You do so.
And then finish my movement, and that was an action, so I guess I'll just end up right about here.
Meld.
Meld will forward and do a perception check.
Try to leave
dark.
the middle free so that I can put the torch there.
It's dark, guys.
Roran.
Alright, so Roran's making sure that the mama spider isn't going to be too pissed. And he's going to make sure to look out. So, perception check.
It's dark out there. It is adding your wisdom now, but you need a slash on that second line.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, sorry.
There you go. Yeah, I checked your line of sight there. Yeah, it's dark out there. You don't see anything moving, though. That's
Okay.
important. Uranus.
Alright, so go ahead and move up there and just be ready to go.
Kane.
Kane will take about a step back and then orient himself this way, covering the party's movement into this tunnel just in case something comes out of the tunnel to the north of us. Already a dodge as well.
All right. More tros.
She will move forward to the side here, and as she does so, waves her hand so that the mage hand with the torch follows. And it weaves in between the party to stop in the middle right here.
Got it. Lorelei.
Debating if I want to go back and get that cart. But I'll go right here. And I'm gonna cut down this thing. Wait, let me look behind me. Oh, I see another 2, 3, 4. Oh crap.
This is what you're seeing. Bodies heavily cocooned in the webbing. Did you make your attack roll on that webbing?
No, I haven't yet
You
because
don't?
I was looking around first. Yeah.
Now you make the attack. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
You
I
slash
did.
the webbing, and that cocoon drops out. Cocooned body. It's about 4.5 feet tall and 3 feet wide.
Is it moving at all?
No.
Okay, so I'll look somber and wave the group on and point 2 to the north and 2 to the west. And there's more down south, like there's more tunnel down south. Pardon me. And that's it.
Lorelei, you've also spotted. Just made a stealth check. The whole wall is covered, just around the edge of that next little branch, with a swarm of spiders.
Oh, I hate swarms. Okay. Okay. I can't do anything, so I'm done.
Yep. Let me give you guys a little bit of math as well on the cocoons. Carrying a cocoon requires a strength check. Athletics is allowed on that. It does require a free hand for going over the shoulder, and it works like a grab where you're moving at half speed. Meld.
Meld will walk forward. And got a little bit of movement left. Just enough to attack that swarm.
It has cover, and it doesn't matter even if it did. Your sword slams against the brick wall there.
Mel will get pissed off and try to get it with the butt end.
And Meld, you
Little-
grant advantage on that one as you crack the butt end, and your Vardish gets a nice notch in the butt end.
And Mel will look a little embarrassed. And that'll be it.
Yeah, maybe only Lorelei saw the results, but everybody sees you flailing away. Roran.
Okay, Roran's moving up, trying to see what everyone sees. Dang, I can't see anything. Okay, so just gonna continue moving around everyone. And I'm just out of range, I think. So I'm just gonna stay ready in case anything's coming near me. And that's it, my turn.
Dance around and be ready. Okay. For this round, the swarm is going on monster turn. Next round, it will go on its own initiative, so don't let me try and go twice with the same round. That swarm does scurry around the corner and come after Meld. Tries to scurry up and over his body while he's embarrassed. With advantage. It does hit.
Did it by chance get into my range, or?
It does, yes, you may make your crack at it. It is in your range. You got your aura on, yeah, you can tell. Roran, I believe that hits. Let me check AC. Yep, Roran, you punched and kicked and squished 5 spiders.
Okay. The rest come next.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
Uh-huh.
Give me a second here. Can you hear the slight chittering and scrabbling of another swarm as it dashes around the corner? Winds up here. That is a dash, so it just gets there. Arenas.
Ranus will use his ready to dash to that spot. He will. He has his rapier out, right? Yeah, I used an action to pull it out. That's right.
Yeah, I remember you switching. You have killed 4 spiders, stabbing it among all the swarm.
Okay. Then I will disengage.
Nice. There are no living normal spiders. Kane.
Kane will step just a little bit over here to give Mortros a clear shot in case that's necessary, and will attack the swarm.
I think that... No, that hits. You've killed 2 spiders.
Alright.
Oh, 2 attacks. Sorry, I see the second attack. You killed 7 spiders in total.
Nice swing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Just flashing away at him.
And yep, that'll end it.
Okay. Mortros.
And Mortros now indeed clearly has a shot at them as she flicks her wand, trying to get a ghostly skeletal hand to swat some of them as she moves along.
The ghostly hand tries to grab at them and goes through them. It's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Dodgy little things.
That is my
Roy.
turn.
Okay. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit. I'm gonna try and hit as many as I can because I know that. Whew,
Oh, nice.
I went berserk.
You squished 9 spiders.
How many are still left?
It definitely takes that swarm below half after Roran smashing several as well.
Sweet.
Mel
Sweet.
has yet to squish a spider out of this group.
I take my fist and I hit him in the jaw a little and say, "Cheer up, buckaroo! Get in there." I'm done.
All right. Let's see if you filled your sheet out. Yes, you did. Well done, Roran. You got your skills for me. Awesome.
Mhm.
That helps so much. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Okay, Mel, go ahead.
Mel's gonna hold the Bardiche over his head sideways and try to flatten them.
That didn't work either, as you managed to hit it against the wall. It's tight quarters there for a reach weapon.
God damn it. And then he's gonna, I guess, try to hit him from the other end.
That one hits. You squish 2 spiders.
And he's gonna scream, "Get the fuck away!" and try to scare him.
Well, you scared 3 spiders to death. And a wisdom save. Alright, if spiders can look scared, they start kind of milling around. Oh, no, my mistake. Hold on. Yep. Swarms are immune to frightened.
And that'll be it.
Okay. This is where I said the swarm doesn't get to go twice in a round, so I'm going to skip this one. Next time the swarm will go on its turn. Roran.
Alright, so Roran's gonna move up and he's trying to sweep all the spiders away, smashing them along the way. And then if there's any
Swipe
left,
and a miss.
he's gonna do his. Oh wait, hold up. Oh, I just had this macro.
Roundhouse kick.
Oh no, sweep.
Oh.
Almost.
Oh.
Yeah, I was writing it in just for this. What's up?
Oh.
Yep, there we go.
There's the roundhouse. Ah, I see what you did.
Yeah.
That one hits, and you squished 2 of the spiders with that.
Alright. Must be a lot less now.
Yep. A lot less.
Okay.
Aranis.
So it seemed like the rapier is not very effective since it's a piercing weapon.
It seems like if you can imagine a swarm of things, you stomp once and you're going to kill some of them, even if you hit with a sword or an axe or a hammer.
No.
It's that it's physical is what the important thing is.
So basically, it's not any less effective than anything else I've seen. So,
Yeah.
well, then I will step back in and stab a few more. Or
You trip
not.
over the rail. Stumble forward.
Well, I will disengage and run away.
Okay. Kane.
2 slashes to the spider swarm.
Miss and hit. You have killed 2 more spiders.
Alright, hang on, let me throw an aura on here so I know how safely I can move away without getting opportunity attacked.
All of my monsters, by the way, are yellow aura because I go by the default. If you guys want to change your aura to a more interesting color, that might be good. I'm fine if you want to keep yellow, but I thought you might want to be more interesting than that.
Alright, and that will do it.
Gotcha. Montrose.
She will continue to flick away some of the spiders here, hoping it works better this time as she focuses.
Yes, it does. Roll another d8. You have rotted away 7 of the spiders. Very little of that swarm is left.
Good. And she moves only a little bit forward. That's my turn.
Lorelei.
Alright. I'm gonna try again to demolish them and get rid of them.
Finally, you squish the last of the spiders.
Sweet. Ooh. Ask the group, are we going north, south, or west? West looks like a dead end, but there's 2 bodies there.
Your choice. We're leaving behind a lot of passages where more can come from.
Yeah, but that's true no matter what direction you go.
Yeah, they're gonna be everywhere.
I think we should probably just clear out everything that we know and then grab the bodies afterwards.
Would it be a full action just to take the one body that's right here on the ground and roll it into the middle, like right here, so we can come back and grab it later?
If you drop your sword on the ground to do that.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and head this way. You're right. I'll come back and get them later. I'm gonna head this way and take a look to see if there's creepy crawlies.
Well, interesting choice. I spent that time rolling stealth checks. All the stealth checks were successful. So here's what happens as you go there. 2 very large spiders were lurking in the corners and tracking you. You were who they were rolling against. They both leap on you. They both succeeded on their stealth, so they both have advantage.
I'd like to do a bonus action and
Well, this is after your turn.
What?
You have a bonus action. What do you want to do with it?
I want to do Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 spell points, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
-2 off the green bar.
I did.
Doesn't show.
Oh, well, I didn't take it, but I did.
There you go. Okay, here they come. I have advantage. First one misses. Second one misses. You're good. And I'll make his initiative visible now that you guys know where he's at. Or that monster is involved here. I'm trying to keep secrets where I can. Mel, go ahead. You see 2 very large spiders leap out and try to sink their fangs into Lorelei. These are medium-sized spiders, as horrifying as that is.
You look much
Ooh.
easier to hit.
Nice tokens.
Mel's gonna go up there and assist sister. And go attack the north one
Miss.
and try to smash up the butt end, I guess.
That one hits. Cracks
And
that spider. You feel it crackle, but it doesn't die.
And he'll horde break the one to the south.
Nice. That one does get crumpled. It shudders into a little ball, curling its legs in.
Then Mel will back up a bit and ready his Bardiche for anything to come in range, and that'll be it.
Alright. The swarm back here continues to assault Kane. Miss. Roran.
Alright, so Roran's, I guess, gonna see the spiders pop out, and he just kind of runs over, and he gets in range, and he picks up his trusted quarterstaff Mammonite, and just tries to slam it down on this guy.
It dodges.
Oh, and then he's gonna do a sweep, trying to hit it.
It leaps onto the side of the wall there, still in the same position, but dodges your sweep as well. And makes a faint hissing noise, pulling its front 2 legs and its mandibles at you.
Man, these things are really nimble. Alright, that's my turn. Oh,
Uranus.
change that.
Rhinus will step forward, barely, and try finishing these things off.
You do so.
Just to make sure. Okay, and I'm no longer granting advantage.
Now
Well,
my blood
then
supply's working.
I am going to dash. To there.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Kane.
All right. I'm going to first. Let's see what we're going up against. All right. Now I'll get the measurement. Firstly, move 30 feet. And then do a little dash to get right up next to Meld. That should end the turn.
Mortros.
Mortros is going to snatch the torch from the mage hand as it disappears. I'll move the mage hand next to my token for a moment. She'll then move up to the middle here, and she decides she's not going to rob the crazy holy warrior of her kill and instead look around to see if any more spiders are trying to flank him.
Okay. Is that a? I'll roll perception for you. Looking around. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine.
That is my turn.
1 second. You look to the north and the south and the east. All looks clear. You do see another cocoon in the web to the north. Lorelei. You're muted, but you splattered the spider.
Sweet. And then I'm going to go ahead and come over here and cut these two down. Well, I guess one at a time.
They are
On my
attack
next
rolls,
turn.
so yeah.
Yeah, on my next turn.
Okay. That is them. Meld.
Mel's gonna go down here and kind of defend from the south and do a perception check.
Okay, I'll roll that for you. That web that you can see, I believe you can see. Let me see what you're seeing before I say anything. Yeah. That web that you see just at the edge of your